And as long of a break as it's been, we are back with Theros Chaos. I know we've taken some time off to enjoy some muscles and monsters, but we are back in the chaotic and terrible world of Theros. Now, it has been a while, and I have moved everyone onto the world map to vaguely try and remember where you are. But what do you remember from your previous adventures?
Spelunking in the great deserts of Phoberos. We found some foolish people playing with a little pot, and they immediately released some kind of sand monster guy who we stabbed violently.
I mean, he
Then
also
explored a
stabbed
little
one of
cave.
you very violently.
Yeah, we had him, honestly.
I
Wasn't
mean,
close.
it still killed
Wasn't
Pogeg.
close. He did. I forget. Well, Pogeg's not dead.
He died
I remade
temporarily.
him.
He got over it.
Yeah, and we explored the little place underneath and found the realm of the Arch Necrotech Rakash,
Indeed.
who perhaps is our way to get to Ishak. We're trying to figure out a way to kill everyone in Akros.
I mean, was that the only
Which
reason
we
you
all
were in
agreed.
Phobos? Kill Akros?
Yes. I mean, we're in Phoberos because we got, I don't know if it counts as betrayed, but we got hoodwinked by an Oni.
You did get
Stole our boat.
hoodwinked. Because you did steal him in the middle of a fight and then trapped him with a hag for months on end, only for him to escape and then immediately try and steal your stuff. So I wouldn't really call that a betrayal because you never really trusted him. But hoodwinked, yeah.
Ew, back into the sands.
So, where we last left off, yeah, you had just encountered the Arch Necrotech Prakash. And after having a long conversation with the Sandpire King, found out about the upcoming Blood Games that are being held to celebrate Ishak the Mighty, the King of Kings and Overlord of all of Phobos. And they are suggesting, or hoping to conspire with you, that you will be taken there as offerings, as sacrifices for Ishak, but with the secret advantage of that you all know each other and can work together and hopefully have the strength to hit Ishak back, which he's not used to having done to him. So we're going to pick up about 3 or 4 days after that. You've been traveling across the desert in basically fake bindings, occasionally stopping to rest and play muscles and monsters together, just catching up and bonding with this skeletal individual, this oh so terrifying Sandpire. And as you pass on through on this 4th day's trek through the endless dunes, everyone give me a perception check.
Oh no. Ooh.
Okay, so
Oh, that's what we need.
Skut and Zolk, you would be. I think you'd all spot it, but I imagine. Oh, what Mr. Burbles confirms. What initially just looks like a mirage coming over another dune is, in fact, another column of undead and their captives, all heading in the same direction. And they seem to be converging on your little wandering marching party We'll move you to. There we are. So, as they approach, you can see one very regal, very distinctly Sampire looking one leading from the front, although on foot, as well as two constructs similar to what you've seen before, only these are medium-sized rather than large. Looking a lot similar to the weird pot monster that you fought that killed Pogek, the sand silhouette. Only these aren't, one big swirling sand thing and more just the thing in the middle. And their captives seem to be a human in sort of almost religious robes of some kind, with one hand that seems to be almost necrotic black. A very familiar looking werebear, looking very parched and hungry, and a strange ash grey-skinned dwarf with a fiery red beard. Oh,
Is the Archnecrotect with us? Is
he
the
is currently
Archnecrotect
sat
responding?
atop his war sphinx and is currently waving them over to go and greet them, to put it simply, if they're going to just move to the one side. And it's up to you if you want to overhear their conversation, but it seems like the construct guards are just merging together, as in taking up space at either side of a much larger column of the lot of you mixed together. That they are just almost automatically, without being told, fusing the two travelling columns together.
Ooh. We'll listen out to the Archnecrotect. Not got very good hearing, but
I'll move some of those further down.
I recognise this bear. Where have we seen this bear before?
You have seen this bear before, but can you remember where?
Bear.
Is this the guy that was in the tavern?
He was the
The
werebear
bear man in the
that was in Salt and Sand, the tavern in the portside town that you arrived at. But he looks like he has died multiple times and just won't stop. Withered, dehydrated, probably not eaten or drank anything in days. He looks, considering he was that jovial and like life of the party at the tavern, it's quite a tone shift to see him so already defeated.
He needs some jerky.
He should have taken me up on that date with Granny. She would have fed him. Scuts will waved
So, Dennis,
at the werebear.
you aren't gagged, but your hands are tied. So for everybody, you won't have any gags, but your hands will be tied. For the party that was with Rakash, they are looser than bindings should be. They're quite comfortable. They're just for show more than anything else. Whereas those that were coming with the other Sampire, this newcomer, those are actual bindings. So, is there anything you'd want to do as the two columns intermingle? You can either try and overhear what the two leaders are saying to each other, or try and see if you can patch up or communicate with the other captives.
Guts will try to sidle over to the werebear that she met before. And she's just going to look at him and go, psst, as she pulls down ever so slightly the granny bag open. Still want to go on that date with Granny?
What? I don't. But it's so thirsty.
I definitely sent Granny some water. Several
Water.
gallons of seawater. Yeah, there's water. As she like pulls it open further. Quick.
Give me. Because you're not technically deceiving him, are you?
I'm not lying.
So give me a persuasion check. Sleepily, almost just like deliriously, he starts to sort of like push his hands into the granny bag, desperately sort of trying to find this water that you were talking about. He's pretty much shoulder deep in there. A good shovel send him the rest of the way.
She shoves him very quickly, trying to be sneaky, and then like tries to wipe her mouth like she just ate him to be inconspicuous.
Give
That's
me
definitely
an
believable.
athletics check.
All right, as she tries to shove him into the granny bag the rest of the way.
Okay, and then give me a performance to see how well you sell that you ate the poor guy.
I used up all of my good rolls. Mid.
You give out a loud and obviously fake burp, but no one's really paying much attention. Unless people do want to pay attention to whatever the hell just happened. While I add a very unwell Boris to the granny bag table.
I'd just nod, like that was the right thing to do.
Hey, what the fuck? Where did that bird go? Hey,
She sidles over to this short, fiery man who's seen this bear go down. Do you want to visit my granny too? As she like pulls her shirt down ever so slightly, and you just smell like this musty smell as like this just like deep, endless void cracks open in front of you. She's got
that
water.
I don't need water. I
okay.
think you could do with some water. Your breath smells.
Oh, does it? She like sticks her tongue out and tries to touch it to her nose to smell it. Well, can you check my friend Sogeg's breath?
Did you just say soggy egg, or what did you just say? Huh?
Sogeg?
Sogeg.
Yeah.
Oh, Sogeg. Oh, okay. You're all strange creatures. Where you from? Hey.
Oh, well, I'm from Granny's.
You're from Granny's? Oh, she sounds like a good lady. I hope the bear has a nice dinner with Granny, I think. Okay.
Oh, I hope so. I was trying to get him to go on a date with her, and he was just too shy, but the water was the motivation he needed to step up and get over it.
I've got a bag that I can show you one day. It's interesting.
Oh, yeah, I showed you my bag. Show me yours.
My hands are tied. I can't get my stuff, but when I can, I show you.
Can Scuts try to, like, just lean down and use her horn to try to, like, slash the ropes?
I mean, you're bindings are very loose. You could probably move fairly normally with it. I'm sure you could use like your cooking javelin and just
Oh yeah,
cut
okay,
them
yeah,
normally.
there we go. I forgot. Yeah, so she's just gonna grab her little javelin from the side of her hip there, that her BFF Soge gave her, and she makes gorgeous feasts with it, I'm sure. As she saws at this chunk of rope or bindings around her new companion's wrist so that she can find out what goodies he has.
Free! I'm free! Ha ha! Your mistake! Ha ha! And I go invisible.
Why does this keep happening?
Okay.
Just shouts.
Let me.
Like not conspicuous at all. Like this is the
stealth
third time
mode.
something's just gone invisible and outright disappeared in
Yep.
front of her face.
This is just society right now. This is. See, when I'm in control of Akros, 13th of my name, things like this won't happen. I'll make it illegal. You're not allowed to go invisible.
I
That's
didn't mean
worst.
to do it.
Okay, Dennis, are you trying to use your invisibility to run away?
No.
Okay.
I'm
Smart.
playing a prank.
Because even though most people can't see you, you can just get this feeling that the constructs can tell. They have a way to detect you.
I'm just going to use thaumaturgy to do a big fart next to the scorpion.
I own it. That
do
was
I come out of
me.
invisibility then? I do, don't I?
It would drop your invisibility, but that would be
That's fine.
after the spell resolves. So yes.
That's fine. And then I'll go back to my normal square once the spell's finished.
As this long
Sogeg, you
rumbling fart comes out from by Sogeg, and all of a sudden your new dwarven friend reappears and just casually saunters back.
He literally just falls on the floor laughing, like, you got smelly balls. Yeah, that's just him.
Stogeg, you've been hanging out with Mr. Burbles too much as she backs a little bit away, worried he's gonna burble.
Not enough. I offer a high five to Mr. Burbles.
He gives it full-heartedly to you. He makes a wait. Are his paws?
Oh wait,
bound?
did you
Can he make a
cast
swipe at Sogeg?
greater invisibility or just regular invisibility?
I just cast greater invisibility.
Oh, then it wouldn't end your invisibility,
Oh shit!
Oh, okay.
so you'd still be invisible.
I go back to my square and become invisible again, though.
Okay, that's fine. So
a bold
normal
move.
invisibility ends if you do something, but greater you
I
can.
didn't bother taking it.
That's fair.
I was like,
That's fair.
It's a peasant spell compared to this one.
I will.
It makes his pranks a little bit better for him. Or
I guess I would have known it wasn't me shitting myself, but
Would
I feel
you
like I definitely don't know what the hell.
give me an insight check?
I really think really hard. Was that me?
You know it
No.
wasn't you. You're a Crowan royalty. A Crowan royalty doesn't fart, doesn't shit themselves.
I wipe myself with Pogo Eternal, and I wander over to the new face. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. So, who are you?
I
suspect you made me boo myself. Sogeg like puffs himself up, does a little light gun show. You don't even have a number after your name.
Oh, you insult me. Okay.
Oh no.
I've got something for you, my friend. Say you're sorry right now, or else I do something funny to you.
I'm Sogeg Eternal. No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm Sogeg Fasto. 13th of
Goodbye.
my name, and halfway through of my name.
Pull my finger. Banishment.
Thank God I'm from this plane. Holy shit. Oh god, I love Banish.
It was the whole point of taking
Well-
it for when he's getting in trouble and he could just go bye bye.
Give me a
Sorry.
charisma saving throw, Sogek.
Oh, I am very good at these though. I don't have bless.
But a
Bye-bye.
14 beats
14
it, so just barely. You feel yourself being pulled into Nyx, almost feeling the presence of Pogis upon you, but you don't quite make it there.
I sort of feeling my existence disappearing. I'll offer out a hand and just say, I respect the attempted assassination on 13th in line to Across. Put her there, Dennis Magnuson the third, fourth, first. That's the first number.
I am not familiar with your kind. I'm not from the surface.
I retract the hand.
I
You don't
reach
know.
up to him. If he
Across.
retracts from me, then I'm even more insulted now.
I'll put it
You-
back, like sort of cautiously.
Wait,
You don't
you're
know of the
fooling
Golden
me?
Sands?
Do you not know who I am? I'm called the Menace, and you're tricking me. This is not fair. Ah. And he stomps his foot in like a big sulk.
Oh, he looks
You
cute.
see
that,
him
like,
going
little small
slowly
stomping around in
further
a
and further
circle.
into the sand as he stomps away.
I will explain to Dennis. I will say, Across is where you are. The Golden Sands are my domain.
No, this isn't Across.
It will be.
It will
Ah,
be,
I
but
say
it
to the
isn't.
gods.
You're much bigger than me. I could ride on your back. Because my legs are too tight.
He has
Oh my
got
god,
a
my
big cross
eyes actually light
like
up at that.
ballista on his back.
I
He
have-
needs someone to operate
I
it.
have
so-
been missing a crewmate. I used to roll with a beautiful little goblin Pogeg. It's very sad.
You
And I made a new
see
Pogeg, but he
the-
can't shoot my ballista.
You see
Wait,
the
didn't
Pogeg
you
pot
say you're
look
royalty?
wilted.
Did you say you're royalty?
I
Is that
am
what you
more
said?
than royalty.
Well,
I
then-
am Sogeg, 13th of his name.
Okay.
Greatest of the 13th sons.
Well, I'm the first of my name, so does that make me better than you? Huh?
I believe 13 is bigger than 1, Dennis. But
It
I am
seems
not
like
of the
13
common ilk.
is further away from 1, so my logic is I'm number 1, you're number 13 in the queue, so unlucky you.
Sogeg will
I climb on your back
copy
now.
Dennis, and I will also do an angry stomp in a circle as she's besting me with logic. Curses! When I'm king of Across, I will be first.
No,
I
you'll
will
be
end all
13th.
other Sogegs.
But You can be my ride in this desert. Thank you.
Right, I'll explain. So, okay, you got to take your shoes off when you're on the ballista. Javelins are in the second pocket in the back, and to shoot it, you just press the big button and
So
ignore any sort of little dung of the old Pogeg.
with the update that I've done to ranged weapons, you don't need to worry about extra javelins for the Ethitonas.
And Pogis has blessed as well, friend.
You can't
My
use it to
Ethitonas
create
has-
infinite javelins, but you don't need to worry about how many you have when firing it.
Just you wait.
Well, my hands are free. Do you want me to free you guys and we can bust the fuck out of here? Because these guys are pain in the ass. I don't want to be a prisoner anymore.
You might
I'm
be
just gonna
the.
hold my hands up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're fine. Like, look at this. Like,
Wait, you lot
We're
are a bunch
sneaking
of
into
idiots.
prison.
Why would you want to do that when you can go to a tavern and get blooded? Why would you want to be a prisoner? You crazy people. Oh,
sounded
called
like
the
it
Blood
was
Games.
what we're doing here. Like, it sounded
Called the
fun.
Blood Games.
we're going to
Blood
the blood
game.
games. What's
We
the blood
played
game?
board games, and we played Muscles and Monsters, and we played my game, and now we're gonna go play his game, the Blood Games. It sounds fair. Made
Yeah.
sense.
Okay, I will come, but yes,
Can
I ride this.
Can I get everyone to give me a perception check while this is happening?
Oh, my eyes. Pogeg doesn't have the. You can turn it on, can't you? With character sheets, Pogeg doesn't have the additional options for specific skills.
So does he have proficiency with perception?
I don't think perception is once I've written it down. Where is it?
Otherwise,
No, I don't.
it just roll wisdom.
Yeah.
Oof. Getting those good
I'm
rolls
happy
going.
how quickly Dennis was convinced of going to prison. It means it's a good idea. It means it is a good idea we're doing. But things are pretty hype.
Zulk, you would be the only one to notice it's like a faint whining in the air. And as you look up, you can see, even though it's the middle of the day, there's a shooting star.
Take
Beautiful.
cover.
Yeah,
Why
continue
would we
the
take cover
conversation.
from such a magical thing?
I will hide under Sergey.
Is the suspicious looking dude doing
Which
anything?
one? Oh, that one.
Well, there's only one suspicious one here, I'd say.
You give me a insight check at advantage.
Papow. Oh dear.
You recognize them as what they are rather than who they are. As you have fought to the death with a cultist like this
Yes.
before. And by your best guess, this was an Acroan, probably an Acroan commoner of some kind that pledged themselves to Mogis, got the Black Hand of Mogis, and was exiled into the desert where they got caught by the legions.
I'd like to wheel round to that little fella and do the sacred sign of Pogis rather, the triangle above head, and just say praise Pogis Mogis and nod
They
to this friendly
try
cultist.
to lift their hands to do the same, but they are a stiff breeze away from dying. Probably not their
Psst.
first time.
I whisper to them, "Let Mogis release your bonds," as I will cast Rope Trick
So
to untie the bond.
They
No.
can now move their hands. They just don't really have the strength to lift them over their
Ow.
head. But they get
I'll
about to
grab
neck
their
level holding up the symbol of Pogis. And it's strange to
I'd
see
help them out.
a very clear Acroan commoner, just a normal human, it's very clearly been touched by Mogis, understanding what you mean when you show the symbol of Pogis.
Oh, I think word travels.
Well,
Do they seem to
it's-
recognise me at all?
They seem to be in a similar state to Boris in being completely delirious with just thirst and hunger. It's kind of a shock that the two people Dennis was being transported with are so heavily affected, whereas Dennis doesn't seem phased by the fact that he hasn't had anything to eat or drink in probably a week.
I'll
Little shenaniganizer.
do that to the commoner.
Oh, poor
Uh,
Dennis.
The spell fails. As they aren't missing
say,
hit points, they're
yeah.
exhausted.
I'll put a hand up to
and-
Dennis and just say, "This is the sapping powers of the sands, unfortunately. You definitely seem new here. If you die in Phoberos, you will come back to life, but each time you become lesser and weaker."
I don't die, so I will never become weaker. Well, that is good.
I
Thanks for
respect
your
that.
knowledge, friend. Now, carry me.
Okay.
I offer up the Epitonus.
Perception checks, round 2, please.
Oh no. Piss off, shooting star. Maybe we just don't see it. Zolk, if you could just roll low, then we don't have to. You're the one making this worse.
Well, it seems like Sogeg and Nadrin are very much focused on their conversation with their new friends. But I think Zolk being Zolk, but I think Skirts, Mr. Burbles, and to an extent Dennis, seeing Zolk acting so out of character, or at least in Dennis's case, seeing a rat folk be as cowardly as they typically are, it sort of flags attention to what was once a soft whine becoming a much louder roar.
Why are you under my ride? What's you doing under there?
Incoming!
Oh,
Explodes himself out of
Uh,
existence.
you guys, that's not a skylight. As Scuts points up at whatever is hurtling down.
Oh, that's worrying.
As
ah,
with a sudden boom, this huge something impacts into the sound nearby. I moved that onto the wrong layer. Whoops. Oh, I'm messing it up already.
Means he doesn't land. Means we're
Yeah,
safe.
you're fine. Everything is
We
fine.
did it. We succeeded.
There we go.
Oh no.
Followed by a few smaller impacts.
Oh, it didn't hit us. We're fine then. Safe.
no. My,
Zolk, what just hit? You seem to have understood what just happened.
I'll give everyone an action and a movement if they want to take any of them, as this impact kicks up this huge cloud of sand.
Why do you say action?
I'm going
Indeed.
to fly.
Oh.
Alright.
And how are you going to
I
fly?
would
I know you've got options. There are multiple ways Dennis can fly, as far as I'm aware.
It's not a. No, I've only got one option that I can do it. It's one of the Twilight.
Yeah,
Where-
you can use your channel divinity to make the sphere around you.
Yep, I will. And then
Okay.
I'll fly.
How big's the sphere? Is it 30 feet?
I believe so. I'll just quickly find it.
Should be able to
As
see
As
this
that.
Dennis
happens,
begins to
Everyone
oh,
can
God.
Scuts
see.
would like to use magical awareness to see if anything is magical in nature that just plummeted.
How far of a range is magical awareness?
60 feet.
Okay.
That isn't
6
behind
feet
total
is
cover.
not anywhere close enough to detect them.
Oh, I can't do it because I'm not in dim light or darkness. We're in the desert. I can't do it. Ignore me.
Ah. No, but
Persis.
your channel divinity, the circle is considered dim light, I believe. So if you use your channel divinity as your action, you can do steps of night.
Okay, I'll do that.
I've been
I
reading
will
up on the
cast
Twilight
bless.
Cleric for this reason, because they're goofy.
I will bless
really cool.
Dennis, myself, and Scuts.
Okay.
Be blessed in the blood of Pogus.
I can move 25 feet. I mean, you get an action and a move, don't you?
Yeah, an action and a move. So if you want to move up 25 feet, you can do.
Scuts is just oddly excited that this fell out of the sky, so I feel like she's going to use her 45 feet of movement. Who?
It's just
To run
bolt right
closer?
forward. Yeah.
Yeah. With her magic awareness. Does that put me? No, we're still out of range. Scots, you tried. Oh,
Oh, you
I'm
just
within 55 feet
close
of
of
one.
one, and that one is definitely magical.
Oh, you hear Scots get very excited through all the dust and sand that's been kicked up.
I will wander over to see the excitement.
You hear the newcomer Sampire suddenly panic in the fact that all of these captives seem to have suddenly escaped. But he's very quickly silenced by Rakash. I don't think that this is too bad of a situation. We can't give our Lord and Mighty King of Kings bad sacrifices now. This would be a good test. As he loads up on his War Sphinx and just gets out the way and gives you space to go and show off what you can do.
Give a big thumbs up. You're the best, Rakash.
He's there if he needs to intervene. He's unlikely to intervene.
He's gonna help us? Ooh. Gonna help us die.
Okay, so Zolk and Nadrin, are you doing anything?
Dig down 10 feet.
You're digging down 10 feet. Okay. Nadrin.
I'm gonna move forward,
Hero.
and Neil is gonna come with me.
Okay. Any actions?
No.
Okay. As you hear booming, it would be in Primordial, specifically Ignite. This booming sound like a erupting volcano. This. Traitors! Perforos's revenge is here!
Oh, shit.
You just hear Scots go, "Perforos is a weenie!"
I would like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh my god, actually. Are we doing separate initiative for
Yeah, for
things, aren't we?
companions, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah! Scott's got a
Very
20.
nice. Apt.
She's very excited.
What did Perforos even give you? Nothing.
I mean, the melty,
Firepower.
like, the fact
Yeah.
that her blood is made of fire is pretty cool.
I'm not denying it's not badass, but
Granny's cooler!
But
Yeah,
no, Granny is
Perforos.
definitely cool.
can't tell if that's a
Okay.
joke because Perforos is on fire or something.
Is that everyone rolled?
It's a lot of rolls.
Well, the first to react, there is a big sandstorm in the way that's been kicked up. So until that settles, anything in there will be considered being in cover. Or at least like lightly obscured, because they are also on fire. As to show you roughly what you can see, there is a giant metal flaming molten monster. And then 4 smaller fire, almost like the panoply armor, but instead of being worn by a person, it's being worn by fire. Oh, Neil, you are the first to react.
What's Neil's range again?
I don't think it's particularly far with his spit.
30, 60.
It should be within long range. I don't know if it's in. Yeah.
It's 40, so yeah, it's not within range.
Well, it'd be at
Uh,
disadvantage if he's spitting, but he would be at disadvantage anyway because he can't really see it.
Yeah, he's gonna sit there and he is going to hold his spit until he can see something a bit clearer.
So as soon as something leaves the lightly obscured area, he's going to spit in its face.
Yes.
Just going to keep there, hocking his loogie, just getting it all readied up. Okay.
Yeah, he's just gonna get ready for that.
Scuds, we're on to you.
The sense of adventure, as always. She's been cooped up. We've been playing board games, and you know what she loves to do? It's time to wrestle with some fucking monsters.
It's been a while since you've been outside, as in like had a fight outside, and you've been doing nothing but walking and pretending to be captured for days, and obviously muscles and monsters at night.
So we have a very,
we've been
very
training.
bored barbarian on our
Yeah.
hands. Dennis, I'm very sorry. This is how you learn. Scuts is a wild magic barbarian as she uses her bonus action to go into a rage.
So
As flowers and vines temporarily grow around her, until the rage ends, the ground within 15 feet is difficult terrain.
grow, and then everything within 15 feet. So do the 15-foot circle, make sure that everyone can see it. So everything in Scuds' circle is difficult terrain, and everything in Dennis's circle is dim light. Inside his channel. Oh, it's also, what are the other stuff your channel divinity things do? I think you give people temporary hit points and stuff like that.
I think so. Oh, God.
Hold on, I think be
yeah.
right back. Let me quickly find the Twilight domain. Well, because you may be starting your turn with temporary hit points. Let me have a look.
I'm not.
So, as an action, creates a 30-foot sphere. Whenever a creature ends its turn in the sphere, they can grant them either temporary hit points or removing charmed or frightened. So it's only when you end your turn in there.
That's pretty fantastic. Very quick question. Sorry, just quick on this. Would we have started essentially long rested this session?
Yes, you will have started completely long rested.
So I don't think I'm actually within attack range without using a thrown weapon. And I literally think that the best thing that Scuts would see around her is our very spiky friend. And she's gonna glance down at him and look and see if he looks like he wants to be hucked at these. He's been a giggly little trickster, and Scuts is like, he looks like a good throw-in size. Does he look like he wants to be thrown or would care? Maybe. Should Scuts make an insight check?
Well, it's more of a... Dennis seems to be lost in thought at the moment. We'll put it that way.
Okay.
The little man piloting his brain is away from his keyboard.
That's fair. Scuts will make an insight check and see. Oh, he's just very spiky.
You're not sure how to get a good
he
grip.
Looks like...
Yeah.
No. This is her failing, as in like she's going to throw him. He looks like the stab. He's best weapon in sight. There's nothing better than the stabby little friend.
Sure.
If she succeeded, she was going to decide maybe not to throw the new person, but we're not that smart, so she's going to pick up. She's going to pick up Dennis, and I believe he is within. Is he within her throwing range? Not quite. So she'll pick him up. Is he small enough that would I have to make an athletics check to like pick him up?
If he's a willing creature, no. You will need to make an athletics check to throw him though when you get to that point.
Oh god, I have no idea. I think that this is okay, which is the reason why I'm going through with it.
You've also not moved it. You can get closer.
Yes, yeah. So I want to scoop him up and run closer and like throw him like a bowling ball is the idea
Okay.
I've got going here. A very stabby bowling ball.
He's also flying, but you're also grown from raging, so you're definitely able to catch him out the air.
Oh yeah. And his wings, he's like, I'm just gonna throw him like a paper airplane. She's gonna grab him and throw him just like a paper airplane right at the constructs and stuff.
Are you going right into the
she's gonna
center
throw
of
right
him?
She's gonna throw him right, like roughly right.
Okay, so
Or
not
she-
actually
she hit him with it.
not trying to hit them, trying to get close.
I should try to hit him with him though, shouldn't I? I just don't want to fuck his character over first thing, but like it seems like what would happen. We throw the sharp, stabby, heavy thing. He's gonna do the most damage. She full-heartedly believes in him as she throws him directly at the construct.
Okay. So we'll have.
Dennis, if you're mad at Scuts, I won't do this again. I feel like
we'll
this
have
is
the
in the
golem
right
roll.
spirit, though.
Is
I
this
have
trial by
faith.
fire?
What's the worst that could happen?
Okay, so it's not going to
I don't like
connect.
that roll. I do not
So,
like that.
but thankfully he flies, so he's just going to like shoot past. You just got thrown by Scuts at the big thing in the middle. Thankfully, you're
that's fine.
flying, so you're not taking any falling damage because you're constantly flying
Ew.
for the next minute. But she did
It
miss.
lasts for a minute. It's
Yeah.
fine.
She failed an insight check, and you looked like you would do the most damage if she threw you. So, she couldn't put together not to throw a new friend. I hope that was okay.
Fine. Whether or not Dennis likes it, it's a different thing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Entirely.
Anything else?
She just like scooped him out of the air and hurled him like a paper plane. I think that's her action and her movement. So
Holy fuck.
yeah, we couldn't get close. I'll use the rest of my movement to get a little bit closer though. I think. Let's see. I was from roughly. That's like.
Okay.
She couldn't
Nadrin.
get close enough, so she threw you.
Very quick on the Twilight Cleric rules. Is it if we're within that circle at the end of our turn,
Yes.
you get bonus? Cool.
Just because you want to be in it.
Definitely.
Let's see if I remember how to play Nadrin.
Yep. Almost thought this is a decent warm up in a very literal sense with all the fire monsters I'm sending at you.
I've literally got notes to run Dennis, and it's interesting.
I'm just gonna wing it. So big star.
How a circle 20-foot radius.
Oh, for reference, Scuts and Dennis should both be blessed. By the way, was my action.
Oh,
at the
yes.
start when we had the reaction.
It's now start blessed.
What about
In
that?
this area,
Okay.
I think this is 20-foot radius. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a 20-foot radius.
I am going to cast Ice Storm.
Ooh, okay. Remind me of what Ice Storm does.
Is it a fire?
So, they need to make a save, or they take the bludgeoning and the cold, and that area is difficult terrain until the end of your next turn. Right, okay. So we have 2 Myrmidons and the Meteor Golem. Okay, and it's a dex save. So 1 and 2. So they both fail, and then the golem itself also fails. Oh, wait, he'd have advantage. Just barely makes it, so you would take half. Would you take half on it? Yeah, half on a success. Okay. Okay, and how much damage was that? It was a 17 total. Fantastic, yeah. Decent opening move.
Gonna use my ability from casting a spell to move. It's 10 or 15
10 feet.
to there. 10 feet to there. And then over there.
Okay. Is that everything?
Yeah, that's everything for me.
Fantastic. Next, we have this one down here who is going to fly out of his crater. Immediately gets spit in the face by Neil. That is a miss.
Yep. Yep.
So we'll continue to ride his pillar of fire before landing down. It's not right. That needs to add. Okay, and then he's going to swing with his sword. Oh, a 26 to hit.
Yep.
A 14 to hit.
No.
And a 22.
Yes.
So that is 13 slashing total and 14 fire total.
He doesn't have anything saying the fire does more to him, so that's a total of
If anything, I would imagine fire does less to him because he's covered in water. He's sticky. But I
He's
don't
got
know if I've
nothing that
given
says
him
anything about it.
resistance. Put a pin in that
No.
one. That's something he may earn in the future.
So that was how much damage total was that?
So that was 13 slashing and 14 fire.
And then 14. Okay.
Okay. Dennis.
Oh, he's getting angry.
Make sure they're on the map. There we go. So they're not in the way. Oh, that looks like it's not good.
Get banished.
You are muted as well, Dennis. So I assume you casted banishment on something.
Yep. Sorry, I thought I wasn't muted.
Yeah, no
so I was
worries.
like, ooh, Dennis doesn't like being here. So he just goes banishment onto himself.
Onto himself?
Yes.
Okay. So you can willingly fail that check.
I
You
will.
just tuck yourself away into your own little demiplane for a minute.
Yep.
And you can drop it at any time, up to a minute. So I will move you onto the GM
I
line.
have Warcaster, so do I have to roll a concentration check or anything?
No, because that's only
Okay,
if
cool.
you get injured.
Okay, that's fine.
So at this point in time, you're on a different plane of existence. You've tucked yourself in the Dennis pocket. Although that means you aren't aware of what's going on around you. You just know that as long as you keep concentrating on this, you will stay safe.
Yes.
Okay. Colour me surprised. Mr. Burbles.
Okay, Mr. Burble saw something shiny. And he's actually pretty oh, but it's attacking Neil.
It is attacking Neil. And the new friend Scott's just through vanished almost on impact, so
She's just standing there slack-jawed, like, why does this keep happening?
I mean, yeah, it's not the first time he's vanished, I guess.
Alright, Mr. Burbles. Yeah, we can try to do this. So he's going to use a bonus action to cast a second level spell. So that's 2 loyalty points he's going to use. So he's just going to start running towards Neil. And he has 40 feet he can run. He's going to get about right next to Sogeg, and as he does, mid-air, he just kind of disappears. And as he does, he's going to reappear. Oh no. Is it close enough or not? Yeah. Right next to Neil. I don't know if that was...
I mean, I assume you're misty stepping.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Which
that's
is
30 feet,
30
which should be up
feet.
to here. Yeah.
So I believe he's like 5 feet short still.
Yes.
And
Unless it's got anything with reach.
only 5 foot reach,
Yeah.
so I don't think that's going to reach across.
He can try and nudge Neil out the way, I guess.
No, he's gonna use protective. Or is that no, not protective. Bonded.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go ahead and use bonded on Neil, Skuts, and Nadrin.
Is Nardrid in range?
I'm pretty
No.
far away.
So it's
Isn't
30
it
feet
60
and
feet? Or oh no, it is only
30
30
feet.
Okay.
So
You can get
so
Sogeg and
Sogeg could, yeah.
Pogeg, Neil and Scuds are the only ones he can get to.
But if Skuts goes any further, she's out of range.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this doesn't
Okay.
stack with Bless, right?
It does, because they're 2 separate abilities.
Oh my god.
It's if you move more than 30 feet away from Mr. Burbles, it ends.
Yeah.
So rather than a concentration one, you need to sort of stay together to get it.
I'm using the half heart one for it since he's bonded. He loves you. That way we can tell the difference between bonded and blessed.
Burbsters. Pick up the
He loves
Burbster.
you. There. All right. And that's his turn.
Okay. Well, we've got another of the fire things. I need to have another look at how Ice Storm works. It is difficult terrain, so it's halved movement. So he is just going to. Oh, I need to actually click him. Able to get to there. That's his full action. Sogeg.
Sogeg, seeing the glorious bloodfest and our new friend get thrown at a meteor golem and then immediately disappear. I'm gonna let out a battle cry, and I'm just gonna shout to the meteor golem, Perforos is dead! Behold the new gods! For Pogis! I do my classic Pogesh charge. Can't quite get to him yet.
No, I was
But I'm
checking
gonna
because I had a feeling you were going to try and compel duel him. And I'm like, is he enraged with compel duel? I don't think he is.
Oh, he's close. Good thing I have infinite compel duels. Yes! As I walk here, and I look to this beastie boy, and I say, You tried to hurt my Neil? Have at you. As I command him to duel me. As I wish to claim his
Oh, you're going to claim his skull? Okay.
I'm claiming his skull.
So
As I offer this as the first one purely for Pogis.
I believe
I
that
offer this
it's
kill
an
to Pogis.
automatic success if it's a claimed
No,
skull.
no,
or does it
no,
still get
it's
to
still,
save? Right, okay. I couldn't
It's
remember how
just the only difference. I will.
it doesn't
post
cost a
it.
spell slot, and it can't die until you
Yes.
specifically kill it. Yeah, okay. All right.
But I do specifically want to offer this one purely for Pogus, for his glory.
Okay, and it is a wisdom save. That is a fail. He is compelled.
Fight me, as I will wield my Zeiston, and I will daintily poke him in the face with Bless and with an additional D4. Although I will be at disadvantage, because I'm within 5 feet of an ally who's not Pogus. Get poked, fool! Plus D4 onto that 11, I guess. Oh,
That is a
12.
fail.
God, I could use my thing. That's fine. I'm going to poke again.
You've got 2d4 on
Oh wait,
this.
no. Sorry, I did not. There's an additional D4 on that. Oh my god, I didn't have my global attack modifier. Bless on.
That's
Does a 13 hit it?
that still fails.
Curses. Then I will poke him again for a better roll.
So that's
For
19,
a total
21.
of 21.
That will hit.
Get poked.
It does the full. It wouldn't get man killer.
Sorry, I don't know why Mankiller's on there. Yeah, remove. That's 3 off of that. So it's
okay.
15 damage.
15 damage. Okay.
Okay, and that's my bonus and my thingy done. I think I'm just going to be pretty pleased with myself. Hope I made my message clear.
Next is this one, and it's just going to go right for the big obvious traitor, but it's going to dash doing so it can't do anything else. But this one, I don't think needs to dash. No. And Scots didn't reckless attacks, so they're just normal attacks. So 21 to hit, a 14, and a 22. So a total of 19 slashing damage and 4 fire.
I hope Scots doesn't heal them.
Oh yeah, she does do automatic fire damage to everything nearby. That would be
I was
interesting.
gonna say they get 5 fire damage back. I think no, I'm not immune to fire damage. Burbles
I think
is.
you resist fire damage.
Okay, so it'll be
I'm pretty
halved.
sure you do from the fire blood.
Okay, so
Actually see the what did I call the fire blood? Searing blood. Yeah, resistance to fire damage. So you would only take 2 fire damage, but 19 slashing. But you are raging,
that's
so
half
that
'cause
would
it's slashing,
be
'cause I'm-
9 total. But 9 slashing,
Okay, yeah,
2 fire.
Cool. Yeah, I was gonna say
And
all
they
that
would
should be
take
halved then. Awesome.
5 fire, but as you see your searing blood splash on these beings made of pure fire, you can tell it is not doing anything. But it's also not doing anything for them. You're not accidentally healing them.
That's good.
Good. Yes, I was gonna say, please don't weld them back together. Or maybe they're at full health, so they can't be healed.
Who
Yes.
knows? Well,
I'm pretty sure
the one that
Scots needs
attacks
to
you, it
work
has
this one
been
out.
damaged by Nadrin, so yeah.
Okay, so no.
All
Alright.
Okay.
Lucky.
Pogeg Eternal, long may you reign.
Pogeg wheels himself around. Does his little bronze ingot hands, well, not hands, bronze ingots on his? Can he use the Ephitonus? Or is he too stubby?
I'll allow it because I imagine Sogeg, knowing how attached to the Ephitonus Pogeg was, even so attached he never fired it, would specifically design Pogeg's eternal hands to be able to constantly wield that thing.
Pogeg Eternal. always the disappointment does not use the Epitonis. He almost presses the button.
It's also not magical.
Instead,
I'll point that out.
His sheer anger, Pogeg will jump up on top of Pogeg's hat, and to scorn Perforos, he belches and throws up on this one. I'm going to cast Grease. I'm going to grease the crap out of this guy.
Okay.
Oh my
Grease.
god.
Are you making sure that only it is hit by the grace?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Pogeg's actually smart, unlike Sergei.
You see this bubble of viscous yellow liquid appear above it and then burst, covering the ground in flammable grease that immediately hits the fire elemental and explodes in quite dazzling fashion.
Beautiful.
Shame fire elementals are immune to fire damage.
Yeah, literally, as soon as I thought, I was like, that's cool. And it's like, wait a minute. It's fire. Shit.
An attempt was made.
Pogeg, feeling very happy with himself, will just sort of roll down back onto Sergei's back and end his turn.
Okay, Zolk, deep beneath the sands.
A simple plan is dig up and move. So it'll be 10 up and then 20. And I tried to measure this. Would this go badly? I don't hit one. No, I don't want to hit Scots.
Let me have a look. You might be able to get
Why
that.
not?
Oh, it's 100 foot. You'd be able to get it in a way that wouldn't hit Scots, and just like I'd say that it would only do half damage to the meteor golem, just because it's only barely touching it.
That's fine. So, spending my Skaven Skull charges.
And it shows nothing bad will come from doing lightning damage to a golem.
No.
There we go.
Fantastic. So it is a dexterity saving throw. It's a fail, so it would take 34 lightning damage. And then the golem, it is very dexterous. Oh, it is very dexterous. Okay.
Christ.
It would be 17. Okay. That was a good solid hit of crackling green electricity.
Yep. And now I'm just trying to read how far the bucket can move.
I think it's either 15 or 30 feet. I can't remember. And I had completely forgotten about the bucket, so I need to make that an actual token at some point.
Yep. It's fine.
This token is beautiful. It's perfect.
Just kick the bucket.
That's what he does.
I mean, it's a bucket with legs coming out of it. That's what it is, and that's what it do.
Yep. It goes 15 feet.
Let's go! Run! Run, the bucket friend.
To that end, that's all I've got.
It could
Okay.
dash as well, right?
I don't think it can because it requires Zolt's bonus action
for me to make it move.
Yeah.
Ah.
So it's not actually its own creature, technically. It's in that weird middle ground. Okay, so that's everything, Zolk?
Yep. I can't do anything else.
Okay, it is the golem's turn. And in fury at the fact that you would dare fight back against Perforos's honest judgment for your betrayals. He is going to
Not
take
bad.
a few steps forward and then leap into the air, just going higher and higher before arcing and landing here.
You got an unhealthy obsession with jumping. I'm for it. I'm for it.
So I would like Scott, Sogeg, Pogeg, and Neil to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh, very quickly. What's it called? Oh my god, my brain. Everyone will get some bonuses being near me, as I am, of course, a beautiful paladin. Everyone will get +3.
You may need as many bonuses as you can do.
Yes. So is it dexterity save? Was it?
Dexterity saving throw for Scott and Sogeg, you'd get an extra 2d4 +3 by the sound of it.
Yeah, if you have bonded, it should also give you 1d4.
And then
Oh,
the
I've got
bless.
Neil has a D4 as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So that's an 18.
Okay. 5. Sogeg, that's 19.
Yes.
Okay. Pogeg.
Oh, yeah, Pogeg. What's that? First of all, just have. Which is +3, yes. And then Pogeg, is this a magical of nature?
No.
No. Fair. It's
Well, at
I
least
think
part
I
of
read
it
right.
isn't.
No, it's fair. Actually, you didn't say that. It is against spells and other magical
Okay.
effects.
Yeah, then no.
So no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, rip Pogeg. It's a good roll, to be fair. And he gets +3.
Okay. Well,
It's
I'll
pretty
let you
good.
know that the only one that can half this damage is Sogeg.
Oh, I'm so dexterous.
And I believe it is okay. So it is 28 points of bludgeoning damage and 33 points of fire damage,
Ooh!
halved on a
that-
success.
Include Neil?
That includes Neil.
He
Is the
got an
bludgeoning-
He got an
18.
18. Yep. And Soka got
Is
a
the
19, and
bludgeoning-
he's the only one that succeeded, which may
Jesus.
give away what the DC is.
Is it
Could I
magical of
have-
nature?
It would be considered a magical thing, actually, because this is it's sort of like fiery retribution from the sky kind of shit.
That's a paltry amount of damage. Sogek literally laughs obnoxiously in his face. Do
Okay,
that again. We can all take it.
Dennis, are you ending your concentration like out, not on your turn, but at the beginning of the next round?
You are muted again if you didn't realise.
Yep, I understand. I was muted. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to end it at the top of my initiative, so that.
So
believe I
at
get a
the beginning of this round, or at the beginning of your
Yes.
turn?
Beginning of the round.
This round.
I am.
Okay. So that would be now. Oh, well, before I do that, I need to just roll a cheeky. Good to know. Dennis is back. Just suddenly popped back into existence. Neil, how are you feeling?
He is not feeling so hot.
Those are a God's Revenge is scary. You've got
Yeah.
this.
Um,
Besides, if you ever feel too overwhelmed, you can always call to good old Uncle Arch Necrotech Rakash, and he might come in and save you.
Never.
can Neil try to push this 1.
He can try. Let me find the updated rules for it. Okay, shoving. So he can use his bonus action, and it essentially makes a contested roll against them. So he would roll athletics against the elementals, either athletics or acrobatics. And if you succeed, you push them 5 feet away for each point of your strength modifier. So if you've got a +4 in strength, you'd move him 20 feet away.
Okay. That'll just be a strength roll because he doesn't have
Yep.
any of those.
And then it's going to try and defend. It succeeds. So
Okay,
it doesn't get moved. But that was a bonus action.
Yeah, can he disengage then?
Yeah, he could take his action to disengage.
And he can
So
he
now-
scuttle
Yeah,
between Sogeg and Mr.
Yeah,
Burbles to get away?
I usually say you can move through friendly characters, but you can't move through hostile ones.
He's gonna
Yeah,
move
you've
back up to
disengaged,
there.
so the elemental's not going to get an attack, but it wouldn't be able to anyway, as far as well. Well, no, it would, but it would be at disadvantage because of compelled duel. But you
Yeah,
disengaged,
Neil is
so you're fine.
Neil is
He's
not
not
feeling
risking
so
it.
great.
He's not risking it.
He's not risking it. Not with how he's feeling.
Okay.
And then he rolls to see if he gets his spit back, I think.
Yeah,
He does.
he does. We've been drooling from being punched a lot. Okay, Scuds, we're on to you. How are you feeling?
You just hear her screaming through the dust. What's the matter, Perforos? I thought you liked destruction! As you see her take her big old granny stick from the hag mother, and she's going to use it against a construct with the good old battering ram side, which I do believe it should take double damage from. If I'm not overhyped about this, is it just buildings or was it constructs?
Let me check the wording.
I don't know where to find it.
For the
was it
granny
in
stick? So
It might have only
it has
said-
siege attacker, so it does double damage to non-magical objects and structures.
but not constructs. Okay. She's still going at it with the same
Still
fervor. I'm
strong.
just not sure what amount of damage it does.
Right. Let's see what you roll. We'll do it that way. We'll see. As far as the rules are currently, it would just be normal damage, but we'll see what you roll.
All right. Come on, crit. She will recklessly attack and do it twice at the construct directly in front of
Okay.
her there.
Okay, so going after the elemental. Right.
Yeah, she's gonna be recklessly attacking. So I'll do it.
So the first one was a 24, doing 21. And the second is a 23, doing 18. Okay, you definitely beat the absolute heck out of that elemental. It is still in enough pieces to be threatening, but it definitely took a wallop.
Jeez.
Any bonus actions?
Yeah, if she Misty Steps, does she
She can't
escape
while she's
getting
raging.
a... shit, fair. I don't think I have any other bonus actions available other than magic stone.
You can shove something just for funsies.
We have that mechanic now.
We have that
All right,
mechanic
so
now.
after that's a bonus action.
So it's
yeah,
a
she'll
bonus
go ahead.
action. It's a contested roll. And on a success, you push them.
Athletics.
Yeah, your athletics versus their athletics or acrobatics.
All right, she wants to go after the big one.
She's gonna shove the big one.
No. So she's gonna.
Oh, she's gonna try and
push
free
this one back
herself
to.
up.
Yeah,
but you
I'm
can't
thinking
go-
through the
okay.
strategy there. Yeah.
Okay.
So she wants to go after the big guy. She wants to prove Perforos. He's the weenie, not her. So yeah, she's gonna go ahead and shove this one here, not the one she smashed.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
I don't think Scuts has ever been this angry.
No.
Okay.
I don't think it should have been an advantage though. So 13
As
to
you are
13?
size larger, I will say it would have been an advantage. What is
Okay.
your strength modifier? I know it's a lot because you've got the belt of some kind of giant strength.
Oh, jeez.
That's a
6?
Okay, so it would go 30
It's
feet.
23 asterisk in blue. So 6.
yeah.
Yes, I had to
So,
realize that's the
there
real
you go.
number.
So you shove it
6.
30 feet away.
Holy crap!
That's pretty cool.
You're a weenie! And that's my turn.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Natrin.
Okay. That was pretty impressive. I am going to cast Enlarge Reduce, and I'm going to twin spell it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go for Skuts, and I'm gonna go for Sogeg.
Okay. Either of you resisting being made bigger?
You know I never do.
I guess I assume not.
Scuts accepts steel. Oh, I forgot!
And then you both get the hype woman
Bonus
bonuses, which is you'd roll an additional damage die of whatever weapon you're using. Your movement speed increases by 10 feet. Your reach increases by 5 feet. And while Nadrin's concentrating on this, you have advantage on concentration checks. And if they want to target you with an attack, they have to make a wisdom saving throw or change that target to someone that you have enlarged. Oh, okay.
So
That was your
roll to
action.
spell. I'm just sorting out my sorcery
Yeah.
points. Twin spell equal to the spell level, so. And with that, I am gonna use my ability to fly 10 feet this way. And move just to there.
Yeah, just go hang out with Rakash for no reason.
I'm just trying to keep away
Yep.
as far away from the fight as I can, and
The,
keep concentrating on these two.
yeah, the big
being
explodey one
embiggened.
is scary.
Very.
Okay, next is the one that is compelled, so guess what it's going to do?
Oh, you little rat.
How
What did
dare.
I do to you?
As it is going to swing with 25 to
What did I
hit,
hit? Is it magical?
another 25 to hit,
Oh,
and a 14 to hit. They are magical,
laugh.
yes.
I laugh at his last one. 12, 18 damage. Respectable. I will gift your skull to Pogis, and he will like it.
Okay. Dennis, you return from exile.
I am back. I am a magician. He You can. He moves, and then he's gonna do Spirit Guardians.
Ooh.
You've got so many different auras going on, and how on earth are we going to keep track of all the different ones? How big of a range is Spirit Guardians? Is it 30 feet or is it 20? I hope it's 30 feet so that it's the same as what you've already got going.
It's 30.
Fantastic.
It's 30.
I don't need to worry about making another ring around
As
everyone.
far as I'm aware, from what I just checked.
It is now.
It is now.
I had my character sheet open. Sorry, I will get quicker at this.
No,
Mid combat,
it's-
Dennis pulls out all his reference books in the sands. Dennis, it's Meteor Golem beating me up.
Not my
Stop
problem.
reading, you nerd.
I'll go back to my realm and study further.
Oh no.
Tell me that
Sogek is
you need
unfortunately
me,
a very slow
or else
learner.
I won't help you.
He's a very slow learner.
Okay. So it's 15 feet.
Okay, I lied to you. So it's half of the circle.
So I'll do 15. Your channel divinity doesn't require concentration, does it?
No, it doesn't. I've just checked in the FAQ.
Okay.
It doesn't.
All right. So just, so when the creature starts their turn, there they make a wisdom save or take radiant or necrotic.
It'll be radiant
It'll be
damage
radiant.
on these.
Fantastic. Okay.
And I'm also going to do this. I think it's just
Which you've already been
rule.
forgetting of anyone that's been start. Oh no, because you've only just come back. If you're starting your turn,
Yes.
well, ending your turn in Dennis's big circle, you can get temporary hit points.
I'm going to use this as well.
Okay. Which type? Oh wait, it's the nearest,
nearest
two
two.
hostile. So
it's the two in the
yeah, the two.
Mhm.
This one and go on, ping. This one.
It's
It'll be 1d6 plus 8 when you start your turn there, which
yes.
Scots would have. Well, end finish your turn, which Scots would have done. So yeah, you would have 1d6 plus 8.
Menace is pretty ridiculous. It's pretty useful.
I wonder if you get the reference. Many references rolled into one. Okay, is that everything, Dennis?
That's all I can do.
Fantastic. Mr. Burbles.
All right.
You go 6 plus
Scots
8,
just
yeah.
had to replenish her health there. Yes. thank
14
you.
HP.
That was
No,
Jeez.
that was a max. That was
It's
amazing.
just yeah,
thanks.
it's just for ending your turn near him.
I'm
so
just
good.
dyslexic and incredibly horrible with mental math, so sometimes I
Yeah.
subtract the damage per chunk, so it's just easier. Anyways,
Yeah.
Mr. Burbles,
Burbling
should he
time.
be useful or reactionary? What would Mr.
mean,
Burbles do?
He did
There's
just
two
see
things he
Neil
all right,
whimper
hold
away.
on. I will let you into the inside of his mind right now. The inner machinations of Mr. Burbles. On one hand, he wants to save his best friend Neil, who is limped away and hurting. On the other hand, he really wants to freaking show up Sogeg. So, we're gonna go on an insight check.
Never gonna
Below
happen,
10, he's
Burbles.
gonna help Neil, and above 10, he's gonna help Sogeg. He doesn't have insight, so it's a wisdom, right?
Yep.
5. He's gonna run to his buddy And
Uh,
as he gets
the-
into range,
Yeah, the elemental would get an attack of opportunity if you move away.
that's fine. He doesn't give a fuck.
'Cause, yeah, it'd be at disadvantage anyway.
He's a badass kind of guy.
So
A
it
fourth.
can
Oh, no,
try.
that should be at disadvantage. But I didn't that roll at disadvantage.
That's all right. He's got a 16.
Yeah.
So it would miss. And he's gonna go over and nibble on his buddy for 7 hit points.
Oh yeah, I forgot Mr. Mills has lay on hand.
He's a paladin. Yay!
That helps a lot. He's just gonna like boop him back with his nose.
Oh, dog friends.
Ooh.
Dog
Hey,
friends.
question. What counts on rolling a 1? Like when I roll the 6s for my health, or only on D20 roll for
I
failing
think
successfully?
for what? For clumsy?
For failing successfully.
That's only on a
when does it recharge?
D20 roll.
Okay.
It's like
no
a
problem.
skill
Awesome.
check, an attack roll, a saving
yeah.
throw.
Awesome.
Because those are the only things you can affect with it anyway, so.
As a bonus action. Wait, hold on. Did I read? Oh, no. 2 seconds. You touch one willing creature and imbue it with the magical energy. So he still has movement.
Yes,
right?
you can still move.
He's gonna roll over here and he's gonna give Sogeg a charge of Dragon's Breath.
Okay.
Ooh.
And that's his turn.
So it's an action to use Dragon's Breath, but it's a bonus action to cast it. I have learnt this from experience. Okay. It is this one who has been menaced into fighting the menace. And he is going to swing his flaming scimitar. A 15. A
A miss.
21.
That's bang on the nose.
Which
21,
will,
'cause
yeah,
that's my AC.
meets beats. So it'll be 8 slashing damage and 7 fire. It is magical.
Ouch. My aura applies to me.
Oh,
Temporary
it's
hit
at the
points as well.
start of its turn, the first time it comes in as well, so it needs to make... Where's the description of Spirit Guardians again?
14 hit points. Nice.
So it needs to make a wisdom save. That's a success. So it'll take half as much.
It does half a move as
yeah.
well.
So yeah, it would take half of the radiant damage. Its movement will still be able to get to you.
Perfect.
So it's still
3d8.
yeah, 3d8 halved. Eight.
Cool.
And then so the 21 hit, so that's 8 slashing, 7 fire, and then I need a Constitution saving throw. Your concentration check.
Yes. With Dennis.
Have
that
you got
is-
Warcaster? I'm sure you took Warcaster.
Yes, I do.
So
I
your
took it, yes.
advantage, yeah. You are blessed, aren't you? That's a
Yep.
good thing you're blessed. As you managed to just barely maintain concentration.
Jeez, that was poor.
Okay, that's turn. Stogeg.
Sogeg feels powered up because he misread Vengeful. It's only disadvantage on saving throws when I'm within 5 feet of an ally. Yes!
Whoops.
But he has been powered up by being damaged.
He has
You'll
been damaged.
Overcompensate by having advantage now. As I look at my prey and I say, watch how weak Perforos is. My god lets me glow red. And for the first time ever,
No.
I'm actually going to use
No, you
Wrathful Smite. Wait a minute. I'm going to double check. I'm pretty sure Wrathful Smite is fire damage. Nope, we're fine. So I'm going to Wrathful Smite. Yeah, as I glow a blood
Well,
red.
you need to hit
I'll
with
do an
an
additional
attack.
5 damage. Behold my hit as I stab once. Hoo-yah!
That is a hit.
And I
So,
stab twice.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw
Well, before you do anything, I'm just going to quickly do
Oh.
his wisdom save before.
Oh, yes. On the
Okay,
first
so
two.
he'll take an extra 5 damage.
He will. And I will throw a smite on the second. Whoosh, for 12 more radiant damage.
Okay, so that's 5.
For a total of
21.
5, 21, 34, 36, 48.
48 damage. He's
Swing.
hurting. He's definitely hurting. He's still alive, but he's hurting.
I gloat at him. And seeing that we're all in a perfect line, the most perfect line I've ever seen, and
That
the
is your best.
Meteor Golem goes soon, I'm going to take the hit. Hit me if you dare, Meteor Golem.
Okay, you're moving out of the way. That's
I'm going to
fair.
break our line of lininess.
He's going just to try and punch you.
Oh, you better not crit me. Come on now. Oh,
A 16.
I laugh at him.
That is a miss.
I flip him off with it. I scuttle behind the Myrmidon in classic Acronian fashion. That is my turn.
Okay.
Really want to use my dragon breath.
Next
God.
is this one that has been compelled. So before it does anything, it needs to make a wisdom saving throw. And fails. It'll take the full 3d8 radiant damage from
Ooh.
Dennis.
Nice.
Ben.
Decent.
Okay. Then it is going to move and try and swing at Dennis with an 18, a 21,
It
and a
hits.
23.
So both of them hit. Cool.
That's
I'll subtract the damage now.
yeah,
I think they can
and then
hurt us.
2 concentration checks.
Took 27 points of damage. Okay.
That's a pass, and that's a pass. Yeah, you're still maintaining
Nice.
concentration. Next is this one that will go after the great traitor of treasonous traitoring. Very careful to avoid the big swirly evil light coming from Dennis. As it
Wow.
swings at Scuds. It's a 26 to hit. A
Ding.
20
Oh,
and an 11.
getting some good
Damn.
rolls. Very good rolls.
7.
All right. Well, she is
20 damage
taking
in total.
half of all of that.
Do we
So
all,
yeah,
all halved.
fab. So she doesn't even seem
It's
phased.
just, she
She's
barely
just
notices it.
gigantic and just heaving. She's focused on this meteor golem.
Okay. Pogeg Eternal. What do you do upon your throne?
Pogeg Eternal whispers evil machinations as he decides, do we know, does a Myrmidon have a soul? I'm going to attempt to soul drain the Myrmidon.
Okay. Right. So he needs to make a Constitution saving throw. That is a fail. So
Yes!
go ahead and roll 3d6.
is
Okay.
oh, it's a good roll.
It takes
I
13 points of
steal.
psychic damage, and you drink part of the
Heal.
elemental soul.
It's Pogeg.
So you
Oh,
you
that
regain
tastes good.
6.
6.
Yeah.
You're now known as full egg. Never mind soggy egg.
Flag. As I've still got a bonus action left. I wish Grease was a bonus action. Huh.
I mean, you could wish Grease to be a bonus action for Pogeg if you really
I
wanted
use
to.
50 piety points. Oh no, of course, instead, Pogeg bows deeply because Pogeg respects war and respects his newfound, fair fighter. As I flick dirt in his eyes, I can't do that. Take that back. I've not hit him.
Yeah, you haven't hit him. You forced him
Pogeg
to make a
attempted to
save.
cheat, but Pogis says no. Can only cheat a little bit, Pogeg. Instead, then, I will just crawl inside of Sogeg's deepest pocket.
It's like 8 times the size it used to be.
It's pretty big.
Okay, so
I just real. When did I get? Am I going insane? But when did I get big?
Naturally has cast enlarge on you. So, oh yeah, you should have added the enlarge damage to all your attacks.
Sogeg just doesn't. Just is how I normally see the world. But am I being really dumb? That happened like a long time ago.
It was earlier this round. It wasn't that long ago.
Oh my god. That's
Yeah,
wow.
you'd be under the effect of hype bubble, which means you'd add an additional damage dice.
Are we doing? Can I get backsies or should we just?
I'll let you roll those extra damage because you
2d8.
Yeah, just roll an extra 2d8.
Does he fall over?
He does not fall over from that.
Oh, I meant to die actually.
Yeah, he definitely hurt, but he doesn't fall over.
We'll get there.
Okay, so
is that his Pogeg's turn?
Courtesy of the fact that my bucket does not run very far, I'm going to spend an action to dismiss it and pull out a Gastrophes instead.
Okay.
And then, courtesy of it being a bonus action to shoot the...
We hardly knew you.
You're a cool leg bucket.
He'll come back. I will shoot the meteor golem.
Going to shoot them. That's going to miss.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Well done, Zolt. You did
Gastrophetes, you suck. You don't have legs.
Well, I think the meteor golem is going to go after Scuds, as it was sent here to go after the traitors, and they are here.
Oh no!
So it is just going to move in closer. You know what? Let's have some fun. Let's do a me thing.
You might use a breath weapon.
You know it is. It has to be. If it isn't, I'm actually disappointed.
Just quickly measure out.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Kono shame. Kono shame.
It's not quite enough to get to. Oh, it's.
Knew it had a goddamn breath weapon.
No.
So glad I moved. So glad I moved.
It is going to
So
use
Gay
its
currently also has one.
breath weapon, but it's only going to hit Scuds because you are just taking up the entire space it can breathe into.
Thick thighs save lives!
Damn right they do. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
She's got this. Maybe.
Okay. You'd still take half damage as it's entirely fire as it belches forth.
She's out of range for the bless. Yeah. Alright.
And it is
Still lethal.
38 fire damage. So you would half that to 19 fire damage.
Alright.
What the hell now?
Neil, We're up
You
to
s-
you.
That's why
Neil,
I'm here.
Neil is going to attempt to guiding spittle this one.
Go for the big golem. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's got bonded on him. What
He
does
gets
that
an
just add a
additional
D4 to
D4
it?
to hit.
Okay. So let's roll plus a D4.
That hits. It takes 9 points of acid damage. What's it for acid? Okay.
And he's gonna
And
nudge
it's
Mr.
now
Burbles once
glowing.
more. Neil
Which he
is
wasn't
gonna nudge
already
Mr.
glowing before, but
Burbles,
he's Neil glowing now.
and then he's gonna scuttle back a little bit,
Yeah.
just trying to stay as far away from that thing as possible.
Scary boy. Almost like it's a god was angry and literally threw him out the sky at you. Scuds.
What did we ever do?
Yeah.
We're on to you.
There's like two options right now. I can't decide.
Oh, I think you know what the primary option would be, and that is that Granny needs some new batteries. And what would be a better magical battery than a full fleet of elementals?
I mean, that's not what I was gonna do. She wants to just wreck it.
That's
You
not
If he
fair.
wants
could get
destruction, she's
bigger.
giving destruction. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think she's like, she's showing. This isn't sending stuff to Granny. This is showing Perforos he's a weenie.
That
You
is
misunderstand
fair.
the motive here.
That is fair. Sometimes a god needs
So
to be
what I'm-
told he's a weenie.
Yeah. Go to Weenie Hut Juniors, you weenie. You weenie. All right.
Yeah.
So, is she gonna be tactical scuts or is she gonna be rage scuts? That's what I'm going to. I have to. What role should I make to try to fucking help her decide here?
Do a
Who
wisdom
needs
saving throw.
tactics when you're huge?
Wisdom. That's a good one. Yeah. 13. Okay, not yet. All right. I know what we're doing. So she's going to use her bonus action to become Titanic thanks to her auntie.
God.
Oh,
Yes.
auntie. As she
Okay.
gets even bigger.
Oh god, I forgot about you already. Your Titanic. Have you got the Titanic epithet going on?
I believe I do. I don't think there's no reason in this world
Because I
would take
keep
it
forgetting
off.
that you do an additional 1 damage for each size bigger than medium you are, and you get an additional 5
God.
temporary hit points for each size bigger than medium you are. So you should have had some extra hit
Oh.
points and some extra damage.
Oh God. She's underpowered.
Okay, and then this is your Kraken Unleashed one, isn't it?
Yes.
So your size becomes next. Size up. God, I gotta work out. Okay, we'll end up pushing the golem back, I guess. That pushes the least amount of people out of the
Oh my
way.
God.
I was gonna ask if I could push because I was gonna do that for my bonus action, but I'm like, that's asking too much. But you know, if the ass is big and then it gets bigger, there's gonna be some recoil. And
It's more of a nudge out of
might
the way
push.
rather than a push. Because if you pushed
Then
this
not 30
thing,
feet.
you
Not
push
30
them
feet.
really far. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have Titanic.
And
Plus
then
1
if a
damage.
a hostile creature tries to move more than 5 feet away from you, it has to make a save or have its speed reduced as you just sort of tie them in place with invisible tentacles. And when you grapple something, they are also restrained.
And I missed how many hit points she got from Dennis.
That was
D6 plus
14.
Oh yeah. No. Oh, that was temp, not actual. Oh shit.
Yeah, the temporary hit points. Yeah. So you get one or the other between the temporary hit points from Dennis or the temporary hit points from being big.
Oh, so I would have taken the ones from Dennis instead. Oh, but I fucked up on the math of it. I think the ones from Dennis would be gone, so she'd just be from the ones she just got from going one size bigger.
So
then.
she'd
So
get
she
an
would just
extra
have five.
5 just from being that one
Yeah.
size bigger. Yeah.
There we go. Easy. And then I'll add the Titanic 1 damage.
Is it an action to do so? Oh, it's a bonus action to unleash the power
It's
of the
a bonus
Kraken.
action.
Sweet.
Yeah.
There.
All right.
Oh my god, Kiora's such a generous auntie.
She's pretty cool.
Oh wait, shit. I
She's
think I missed
never
healing
used
while I was figuring out what I was doing
the
for my
shell
turn.
that sends you back to her again.
Anyways, all right. That's what I get.
Use
All
it
right.
right now.
It's okay. I was plotting this out. It was so good. I think I missed getting Prayer of Healing if it was cast on
It's not.
Scuts because I was like.
It takes 10
okay,
minutes to
no worries.
cast, so it's an out of combat
Oh
spell.
nope.
Yeah.
Okay, I see the oops. Sorry underneath. Never mind.
Yeah.
Cool. That's all right. I was taking notes. So became Titanic. If I'm in the thing, do I get an additional 1d6 plus 8 for being in the
When you
range?
end
End my
your
turn.
turn,
Okay.
yeah,
End.
at the end of your
All
turn.
right. So, cool. As Scuts just turns around looking at this meteor golem, you hear her just roar into the sky. Like, for us! You're so indecisive! Make it! Break it! You're like a cat that wants out! As she just takes her granny stick and she's going to slam it down on top of the meteor golem.
Okay, remember you do a lot of extra damage with this because you're that much bigger and you've been hype womaned. I think you're doing an additional 2d10 damage on top of what you already have as bonuses.
To each size up, you get 1 additional damage dice of the weapon.
No, that's only from Nadrin's enlarged.
Specifically, of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
You get the D4 from being enlarged.
Yes.
And for each size larger you get, but you only get the extra damage dice just if Nadrin specifically enlarges you.
Yes. There.
And she's just going to. I went too hard there. She's just gonna bring it down on him for 24 to hit.
That's definitely gonna hit.
For
You rolled
I don't know why it says
awful
additional.
on the raid. On the Titanic bonuses because you only got 1s on both of them.
I might
Brutal.
have messed it up. I'm kind of dying over here trying to. I'm typing through tears. I got too enthusiastic and I just kind of
We got
sipping water. Scuts has been waiting for this throwdown. Sorry.
Well, you hit him pretty hard. You've got a second attack still.
I was gonna say she's gonna hit him again. I'm gonna probably go get some tea. After
Okay.
This. Oh my gosh.
Right. Well, this
Oh.
we need
Did
to
I-
actually think
Is
about
that real?
now.
Big damage.
So that'd be
Are these numbers
Oh
real?
my.
I feel like I
That's
fucked up something. That can't be real numbers. What the fuck?
63? Because you'd
Big
actually be
bomb.
doing an additional 20 damage on top of this.
Because it's a crit.
Because it's a crit.
81, 104.
So
additional
that's
23 there.
63, 83, yeah, 101 damage. You bring the hammer down, and in your furious rage at the indecisiveness of the weenie that is Perforos, you hit the golem and it just shatters. It explodes into teeny tiny pieces, leaving nothing but the very big dent, a relatively intact body and head, but everything else is just it's hard to distinguish from the
Well-
sand.
That's the new head of her axe. Right there.
Oh, just like the legs of the meteor golem.
Oh.
Just stick them on the top.
You just hear her like triumphantly roar. And that is the end of her turn.
And this is where you would get the 1d6 plus 8 temporary hit points.
Oh,
So there you go. So you get 10 temporary hit
Oh,
points. Okay. Natrin.
After seeing Skirts do that, just gonna cheer. Go Skirts! And I'm honestly kind of stunned that just happened.
Yep, that's getting a crit is what that is.
Plus, like, I haven't been adding Hype Woman. I
Yeah,
had
there's a
Mountainous
few
Rage,
other
but not Hype
bonuses
Woman
that's
intact.
been missed, yeah.
Yeah. And I used Titanic. So like we just that wow. I just did everything and I'm so happy. That was awesome. Thank you, Roll20, for letting that be a crit. Because you're such a salty bitch sometimes, I'm just gonna like
I mean, you got a
actually
natural
stop and say
one on
thank
your
you to the dice.
on one of your
Like,
rolls on your
yeah.
previous hit, so yeah.
So, like, shout out to the dice gods on that one. You were merciful, and I appreciate it. Okay,
Yeah.
onwards.
I
How'd you one up
going
that one, Natrin?
I
No
could
pressure.
literally pump. I could literally pump everything into a magic missile, but I'm
Yeah,
not going
And
just-
to.
hope. Well, if you put everything to a magic missile and get lucky on the paradoxical missile roll, you could probably do a similar level of damage. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to though.
Yeah, there's still some very dangerous elementals around.
I am going to try to use Chaos Bolt on this one.
Okay.
So that's Chaos Bolt.
Are you using it at level 1?
Yes.
Okay. So it's well, it's gonna miss.
Still just absolutely stunned at what I just saw. It goes off and hits the sand. Just in awe
Just-
of what I just witnessed.
Barely even bring yourself to conjure the chaos bot in the first place. You just sit there slack jaw like
Yeah.
I'm friends with them.
I was just like, I helped.
I
that.
helped.
Yeah, good enough for me.
Well, Scuts was the looks like she could kill you but is cinnamon roll. And all of a sudden she's the looks like she could kill you but actually would kill you.
Well, they struck a nerve with the whole Perforos thing.
It's playful. It's playful.
just banter, innit?
So
Yeah.
just memeing.
He's got skinny legs too. Sorry.
Any
Yeah, that's.
movement or any bonus actions?
I moved a tiny bit,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna stand here in absolute awe.
Right. Well, it's the elemental that is compelled to fight Sogag. So that is a 16, a 15, and a 12.
Sogeg just sort of like,
Yeah,
oh god, he's still there.
In your previous attacks, you probably spun his helmet around and you can't quite see it. Okay, Dennis, we're on to you.
Right. I'm going to. Alright, I need to get rid of the ruler. My bad. gonna move here because that doesn't provoke
Nope.
any attack of opportunities. I'm gonna bash this guy in the head
You're gonna
with the menace.
bop him with your many menaces.
No, with the menace.
With
menace,
the
real one.
menace.
Yes.
Whoa.
I need to take the
Words tell.
advantage roll off though. Do not get that. We are flanking though.
Yeah.
So
So we're +2 to the hit.
please bop him.
That is a
Oh
miss.
no.
Bugger.
Dennis.
It's fine. And as a bonus action, I'll use the menace again. So on the turn, they have to fight me.
Yeah. So you get a number of uses of that equal to your proficiency
Proficiency,
bonus.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
3 times. So
How
yeah.
long does
So
it
just so
actually
they're not
last
attacking
for?
scuds.
Did I...
It's till the end of their turn.
Till the end of
so-
their turn. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
That's
So they have to bot me,
Yeah.
and I get 1d6.
You also get temporary hit points from your own sphere of saving yourself. So you get
Yeah,
your
that's what I'm doing.
Oh right. Okay.
So I get 10. Cool. That's all do.
Mr. Burbles.
He falls prone, and that's his turn.
He's just gonna roll in the sand for a bit. I wonder who
What
inspired
else is he gonna do?
Zook.
What else is he gonna do after that? Like he's
But,
right.
yeah,
with
we're done.
Nadrin. He's just He starts like grooming his feathers and pulling them clean and getting the sand out of them.
Okay, so
He healed Neil. What else does he have to do?
a wisdom save that's a fail. So it would take 3d8 radiant.
Yep. 11.
Nice.
So 11 more radiant damage. Then it's going to get its attacks in. 16, 9, and 18. All miss.
Nope. Yep.
Sogeg.
Pathetic. Seeing everyone else forget how to attack after being in awe of Scuts,
Yeah, it's.
I will just follow on the rallying cry, no weenies allowed! As with my bonus action, I'm going to, for the second time, use Wrathful Smite in how it's actually
What
supposed
is
to be used.
happening?
I'm a new Sogeg. It'll be additional 4 psychic as I glow blood red. I will hurl down. I don't have advantage this time
Quickly
because
just
it
do
didn't
that.
hit me.
Okay,
It's
so it's going to do an additional
loser.
4.
But I will two-handed this.
Oh, so you're
No, I
going to
won't.
drop
I
your
one-handed.
AC.
No, yeah, I will two-handed it. I'm gonna be a big boy about this.
Okay.
Yeah. The first.
It has
and
done
then-
damage to you in the past, or is it just since your
It's
last turn?
turn.
Yeah, okay.
I'll double check. But I'm pretty sure it's last turn.
I mean,
should be
it still
doing
hits,
additional AA.
but
That's the big damage.
okay. So that's,
And then the second.
26 damage.
And then my second. Big damage. Yeah. As before you say your bad words, I am going to use a point of Channel Divinity because I am going to guide my strike and add +10 to that.
As you swing in and just think, I don't really want to kill this thing, you get a wave from Pogus saying, no, I need its skull. You're like, yes, you do. As you stab clean
want to
through
kill
its
this thing.
neck and see its helmet land to the side with its fire put out.
I'll just pick
Give yourself
up the
7
helmet.
story points.
Oh. As I will pick up its head and claim out for all to hear. For Pogus. And I do the great triangle symbol. And I specifically want to look over and see if this person is.
They're trying. I mean, as much as
Trying's not good enough.
as much as the sheer incredible show of destruction Scuds was putting on, their attention is mostly on you, Sogeg, and your actions. And as you claim this elemental's life in the name of the god of kicking people in the shins, they try and do the poker symbol, but again are just too weak from exhaustion to really
Don't
be
know if
able to
trying's good
show
enough.
the devotion he deserves.
You know what? Pogis is not kind, but I am merciful. I will not kill this person for not being able to do the triangle symbol.
Yet.
I will accept. Yet. I know they won't die yet. We'll wait till we're out the sand.
Okay.
But I am going to, in rallying
yeah.
call, I'm going to charge over to Scuts. To the great big one.
I was going to say, you're going to tuck in just so you can get some temporary hit points.
That's, I wasn't even thinking of that. I genuinely wasn't,
Maybe
actually.
just sort of like push Pogeg in as well so you get some too.
I'm trying to look big and annoying so that maybe they'll hit me and not the gigantic
Well, they are
Scuts.
menaced into hitting Dennis, so that's who they're going for.
Oh, sweet.
But you do
I'll
get
take the hit points.
Yeah, the good old 12 temporary hit points.
If you're looking at my character token, great powerful Atlas, I'm putting them on the red circle as my temporary hit points.
Okay, yeah, good way to keep track of it.
That's what I usually do.
Yeah.
Okay, it is the Mobilian that has also been menaced. So first of all, it's going to take 3d8 radiant damage.
That menace is so good.
Yeah,
It's
the whole
so
thing.
good.
Well, this isn't. Well, this is Spirit Guardians, isn't it?
Well, yeah, Spirit Guardians is great.
Just the,
but yeah,
as well.
Just the taunting. The taunting
Yeah.
is sick.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, if
trapping
I
them
hit
and
somebody
taking
with my menace
damage.
as well, that's going to do some fun.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, yeah, you need to get a crit or a crit fail with the menace
I know.
at this moment in time. That may
Yes,
change
now.
coming up. So then it's going to get its attacks in. So a 21, a
That hits.
27, and
Oh,
22.
me.
So that
They all
will
hit.
be
Boom, 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 boom.
So we do the max rolls now. So it'll be 6 and 10. So it'll be 15 slashing and 17 fire from the crit. Then 10 damage from the first one and 10 damage from the second one.
Yep,
And then I
so
need
that's 45.
3 concentration checks from you.
45. I got 65 because of the temp. Right. I'm going to pass these, don't you worry.
The
Every
only
time.
one. No, that's a fail.
All right. I don't need to do any more, do I?
No, because your concentration has ended for
Damn
that
it.
one. But your normal channel divinity doesn't require concentration, so your circle of hit points stays up.
And 25 left. Cool.
Okay. Then we're on to this one. If it hasn't been taunted, that is going to go after Scuds.
No.
With a 23 to hit, another 23 to hit,
Oh my.
and a 14.
Good night, my friend.
So it'd
That
be
is night-night.
3 slashing and 4 fire for both of them. So just take it as that. Yeah, it'd be 6 slashing and 8 fire total. Because you're halving it from raging and resistances.
Can I use my reaction to Thassa's devotee?
You can.
Scuts. You get 10 temporary hit points,
Oh.
and I believe that was over 10 damage.
That's if you want to replace the temporary hit points you already have.
If
I
you
was gonna
do,
say I'm chewing out the ones from Dennis right now.
It's more of a.
if you hang on, if you do, this will do an AOE attack to within 5 foot of you, so Sogeg will get hit, but the other 2 things will as well.
I can
Sogeg
raise
is
people from the
invincible.
dead. Fine.
I just
wouldn't
need to know
worry
what
too
my
much.
final hit points are because
So,
what my damage is, because I'm getting
6. So it would be
I have to write them down.
14 total damage, but because you've got 10 temporary hit points from Nadrin, you're just knocking off 4 of your normal health. And then
Alright,
that would
so-
lower the temporary hit points from Nadrin, so a wash of water splashes over everyone around Scuds. So Nadrin, do you want to do
But I
the
left
cold
the
damage?
sea.
That I wonder how that's going to affect the fire elementals. Is
They
it?
might
Do they
like
get
it.
saving throws at all against it, or is it just the damage done nearby?
It's just
Yeah,
damage
thought
within
so.
5 foot.
So that's going to take.
No.
So that will affect Sogeg.
Yeah, Soga will take 6 cold from that. This elemental just is put out like splashing water on a fire. That one's just gone. The elementals took a lot of damage from that, considering it was a reaction.
And because it was cold damage, that's why I did it.
Yep. Oh, definitely not to try and save Scuts at all.
Well, also to try and save Scuts, but I already knew you had temporary hit points, so I would be, going over them. But yeah,
The bonus splash was
I
really good.
think that the bonus splash
Okay,
was
it's made a
worth
difference.
trying.
Pogeg.
Okay. Do Strixhaven. Do that for you. Right. Pogeg's going to crawl out. Hello. Pretty pleased with everyone getting good and bloody. Good on you, everyone. Good job. Do any of these look close to extinguishing?
They both seem relatively intact.
Okay. Then Pogeg just wonders for a bit. He just sits down. He's like, what am I going to do? He is going to like blow myself up.
But just because Pogeg likes his crease doesn't mean it's always the solution when fighting people made of fire.
I think it is though.
Do you have
Think it
water
is.
you can throw at it? That might help.
No, he's just full of
Why don't you just drink its soul? Yeah, that worked last time.
I think I'm going to. A classic. As I point, I'm just going to roll a d20. Yes, I point to this one
Okay.
and I eat its soul. Or attempt to.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
3d6 psychic damage.
Absorb. It's a wow.
Wow.
Well, I heal for 3 at least.
You heal for 3. You do 7 psychic.
Pogeg, get back in the pocket, you disappointment. For shame.
And at the end of his turn, he'd get the 1d6 plus 8 temporary hit points.
Jeez.
There's a reason why Twilight Cleric is
Eternal.
banned at low levels.
Pretty goddamn good.
I think it's fine for this because those monsters are scary,
Yes.
but at low
Yep.
levels, yeah, that's you're giving people more temporary hit points than they have in health.
Yeah.
I suspect that Dennis has just brought on many more creatures with breath weapons in our world.
No,
Dennis! You fool!
I wouldn't do that. Is that everything for Pogeg then?
You menace!
That's true menace. Yes, that's Pogeg's turn.
Zolk, how would you like to contribute to this fight?
You don't
That's a
have
good
to.
question.
Don't be bullied into having
Yeah,
to
you
do
don't have
anything.
to. You can vibe. Put your Bennett sunglasses on and just enjoy the show.
You can fall prone, do
Yeah.
burbles.
Listen, prone's surprisingly good.
It
Okay,
actually is.
I've learned that way now.
Weren't you
Prone's
digging
okay.
last round?
I'll scoot here. I will go prone.
Oh,
I'll just fire the gastrophes over here. No,
Yeah,
so
that sounds about right.
I'd like
So
to
with
very visibly shake my
That's
head
a
at Zolk.
bonus action to fire it. So try to use any actions to maybe cast a spell, like because I realised
No,
just
I-
now until that we forgot to ring the bell when you cast the lightning bolt.
Alright, yeah.
But we won't do it. We'll wait till you next cast a spell.
What have I got?
Zolk needs to be bagged at this point. He needs to be put in the no-no bag.
The Christ,
You
isn't it?
just say the word.
Because
Oh,
the party has a lot of bags of various evil to put people in at this point. Whether it's people's
worry about it.
pockets or shirts.
So that wasn't specific enough.
Yeah.
Sogeg's bag is actually a very nice place to be. It's just a bit smelly.
neither of these have been marked for skull taking, have they?
No.
No, not at the moment.
And is one noticeably more hurt than the other?
The one furthest away is more hurt than the other, but they're both pretty healthy.
Okay. I will go for a scorching ray. So I get 3 of these, is it?
I will allow you to pick a different spell. Because
Oh.
these are fire
Oh
elementals.
my god.
Right. yes.
Scorching
Shush.
Ray is a fire spell.
I just saw a thing I've been using in Baldur's Gate and you just, yeah.
Okay. I feel like all the Pantheon of the Gods right now are just in the sky. Like, even the ones we don't like at the moment, just looking at Zolk. It's like putting their hands out like...
Alright, so I have no other damaging spells prepared other than lightning bolts.
So are you. I respect it. With my final breath, I curse Zolk.
You can that way it's not going to hit anyone else.
Yeah, that's as bad as good as it gets.
Are you using your own spells for this? Or are you using the mask?
I don't physically know how to cast lightning bolt myself,
Good
so
to
it's
know.
through the mask.
Fantastic. How many charges of the mask have you got left?
So spending 5 on this would leave me at 3.
You've got 3. Okay.
Pretty good.
And then
So
I need to click on myself.
Deck save.
You rolled so many ones then. That was actually ridiculous. That is so unlucky.
So fails that one, so it's going to take 27 lightning
Who hurt
damage,
you,
and then
Zolk?
everybody else takes
hurt
lightning
you,
damage
Zolk?
too.
Zolk!
Well, no,
what is
those are
Oh,
Zolk can
fuck.
choose the targets for
60.
that.
Yes.
Feet.
So,
Oh, thank
so you
God.
have to pick 3 targets for these.
I have to, you say?
Yeah, so you can't it's not up to 3. It is 3 targets.
It'll be this one.
I lock eye
60 as
contact with
well.
Zolk. I know what's about to happen.
I can see myself, right?
Yeah, you can see yourself.
And Nadra jump at disadvantage.
She's also
Oh.
concentrated on keeping Scud and Dogeg large.
Best jump, good then.
Okay, so
It is a
dexterity check.
DC 14
Yeah.
deck
My
save.
Oh fuck!
Uh-oh.
I failed my own check. I'm gonna use Flash of Genius.
Okay,
I'm
so
fine.
Oh.
So luckily, the only one that failed is the elemental. So go ahead and roll 2d10
This elemental is about to explode.
for 7 more lightning damage. God, I love the bell.
It's so scaveny. It's cool.
It's the best thing.
Every time he casts a level spell, he has to roll on that table, and just shit happens. It's beautiful.
It's wild magic surge, but more deadly for
I've
everybody.
summoned brain rats before.
Yeah, sometimes it can be helpful. Sometimes he gets to cast the same spell twice. Sometimes that's shield.
I don't like you doing that. My bad.
Okay, is that everything's
Oh,
all?
wow, that's good.
Can you
Yep.
think of more to do? Okay.
Whoa, nice.
Neil, we're on to you.
Okay. Neil, pretty far away from the fight. Very hurt. He's just gonna lay down.
Could enjoy Mr. Bubbles in the just rolling in the sand, all getting stuck to his slimy body.
Yeah, he's just gonna lay down. It's like, I'm tired. Let's just lay down. Like, he's not
Okay.
having a good time.
Do you want to roll for him to recharge his spit?
Did he not get it back, or did I not roll for it last
I don't
time?
think you rolled for it last time.
Okay.
But to be honest, it didn't really matter as because deleted the golem fairly quickly afterwards.
I'll roll from last. Yeah.
Yeah, that was from last one, and he
The
gets
last
it back
turn.
now. Yeah.
And now he gets it back.
Okay. Scuds. How would you like to celebrate your victory? You still have
As
two
she
things trying
towers
to
in
kill
the
you.
sky, you see her hair blowing in the wind. She's so tall, like she's got a blue shift going.
His
as you
size
look up.
gargantuan, yeah.
Like this is like skyscraper or taller. So
The
she's gonna turn around.
only
and
thing of
try to
similar
pick up this
size
guy.
is the war sphinx that Rakashi's riding on. That you was all sat on to
Aw.
play Muscles and Monsters together. That's how big you've become. Of that something you were all riding on together, sitting down having fun. You are now the same size as that.
Aw. Back on Theros. All right. So she's gonna try to reach over and scoop up this guy, because I believe with her size she has the
Oh,
reach to
she's
do
definitely
so.
got the reach, yeah.
So she's just gonna reach down and pluck him up.
Okay. Are you trying to put him in
Do
the
I
bag?
need to make... No.
Okay. So you can just go for a grapple. So it's a bonus
Yes.
action to grapple while you've got Titanic going.
Okay.
So give me an athletics check at advantage. And because of the sheer
Giant guts.
size
Oh my
difference.
God.
Okay, you have grappled them. You
With
will
my other
take
hand?
just from holding on to it. A lot. 5 fire damage,
2.
which you would reduce down to 2.
All right. And she would like to then use her other hand to grab that one.
Okay, same again.
Come on, Scuts, you got this.
You are
I
rolling on
mean-
the extremes on this one because that was also a natural one.
Was it?
The 10 in your first 28 and things, it was
So does
one
that-
shy of a crit
Uh,
success and a crit fail.
that still doesn't... Okay, so that still does not recharge my
No.
failing successfully.
No, not yet.
Okay. All right. Okay. all right.
But you've managed to
So-
catch this one as well. It should take another 2 fire damage. You're literally picking up people made of
goodness.
fire.
You see her hands like bleeding as even
But they are
even
restrained.
the fiery one, who's been splashing her lava blood back at any of the damage she's taking. You see her hands smoking and searing as she turns around, and I would like to smash them both together onto the meteor golem, like she's crushing them together in some sort of sculpture of rage.
Okay. How the fuck we're gonna do this? Right.
I don't know if it would count as just 2 thrown weapons because she's crushing them down that way, but she's actually like doing a bludgeoning. What I was gonna roll the granny stick or the improvised attack, depending on what made more sense, or if you had another thing.
Roll the improvised weapon attack.
So I'm not technically throwing them; they are definitely improvised. Are they at advantage still because of my size? Or no, I'm
You've
recklessly.
got advantage
Whoa.
because they're restrained.
Oh, that's fair. All right.
Because of your
Uh,
kraken tentacles that are invisible.
So I used a bonus action to grapple one.
One of your
one of
attack
my
actions to
attacks
grapple
to grab
the
the
other.
other. So I've used one
And
attack to
then-
slam one down. So I'm going to
yeah.
use my last attack to now try to slam this one
You've
down. I'm just
already-
making sure.
No, so you've
Well,
used your bonus action
No,
to
it
grab
would be
one,
the 2 already.
one
and the 2
attack
attacks.
to grab the other, and then one attack to slam one. So you're still holding on to one, and you've slammed
Okay, so I haven't
one
finished
down.
it yet.
I'll say, which one are you slamming down?
This one next to Dennis.
The one next to Dennis. Okay,
Yeah,
so we'll
the
move
one she
over
picked up in
there.
her right hand, so she's turned around and she's smashed it.
It's gonna take. Okay, it slams into the ground. It is still coherent enough to try and fight back. As you've let it go, as you've essentially just sort of pile drived it into the ground, it
Yeah,
is
she's
no
not
longer
holding it
restrained.
anymore. Yes.
But it is definitely over there and definitely took some damage being just like full on Hulk smashed into the other side.
Well, hopefully.
Okay.
And she can't do anything else, so.
Natrin.
Is one of them looking worse than the other?
The one that just got pile drived into the ground is definitely looking worse.
And that's this one?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. I am just gonna do a basic magic missile on it.
Okay.
Just a level 1 magic missile.
Any sorcery points?
No.
Okay. There is.
But I do get my
paradoxical missile.
where is it? So it's
So you start off rolling 2d8.
2d8.
Okay, so you
Five.
choose between force or lightning damage.
I'll go for force.
Okay, and then it will be 3d6 plus 3.
Nice.
Okay, for solid 9 damage.
And I will move this way.
Okay.
And continue moving this way. Yeah, I'll go there. Just away from Zolk. I don't want that happening again.
Oh yeah, Scuds, you would have had the d6 plus 8 temporary hit points. And Dennis, we're on to you.
Sure. So Dennis is going to use one trick. He's going to do this to Scuts.
Okay.
just because I don't want him to take any more damage, and I'm going to cast it up 1 level as well.
You cast it at level 4.
Yeah.
All right. So you're
So I
going
take
to
19
take
damage.
well, no, you're going to take 23.
Yep.
But Scots will heal 23. Oh no, she'll heal twice.
double.
So it'll heal 46.
Yes.
Holy.
Yeah, I always underestimate life transfers. I always think it's not as worth it, but God, it really is.
It is in this instance where
Yeah.
we've got
Yeah.
an absolute
That almost
battering ram.
puts us back up to full. She was down to like
She
That
looks
is
as
three.
if
mad.
after she
Yeah.
just slammed that down and you just like pumped all that life force into her, she just looks like she just became so like refueled and invigorated. You truly are a menace.
Definitely. And then again, 1d6
And
temporary
then,
hit
yeah,
points.
you get 1d6 plus 8 temporary hit points.
I get my movement as well.
You get your
I'm
movement as well.
flying.
Yeah, you are still flying. It's not been a minute yet, surprisingly.
Just try and get more people in the bubble.
Yeah.
And then I'll roll. That's the end of Dennis. I'll just roll the thing now.
Okay. Mr. Burbles. Is he staying rolling in the sand?
I mean, he looked up and Scots looked like she wasn't doing so good. But now she's looking fine. But now this new friend isn't looking so good. So he's keeping his eye on him, but he's gonna sit here. Yeah, he doesn't have anything he can particularly do right now, but he's just keeping an eye on Dennis.
Oh, I
He'll-
get a. Go on, sorry. Go on.
Oh no, you're good. I was gonna say he'll pass his turn.
Yeah. So what were you thinking, Dennis? We'll move on.
It doesn't matter. Opportunity's moved. It's fine.
No worries. Okay, the one being slammed into the ground is going to try and pick itself back up before just returning to the one thing that it was sent here to do. It will not fail Perforos. Perforos is no weenie, as it's going to desperately swing its scimitar at Scuds.
Oh, it's such a
18 to hit.
An 18 will.
Okay, so that's it will be reduced to 2 slashing and 3 fire.
Is the 15 not a hit?
I don't think so. Oh no, it is 15. Yeah, so the 15 would also hit, which would be 5 slashing and 1 fire. All right, Sogeg.
Sogeg, more thankful now for Dennis as I put away my healing hands. Yes, I really don't have to heal anymore. With gay abandon, I'm so happy. Run
You
over
can
here.
heal me.
He's already forgotten. Sogeg on a roll, still 2 hands on his dice, and just happy to be stabbing things. Really, he's gonna 3 for 3 and use his final wrathful smite. Behold my stabbing ability, as it will be an extra 6, as I am gonna stab at this fella. Swishwing.
That would hit because you are flanking with skirts.
Yes.
So
And then there's a
that's an extra
second.
6. 31, right.
Is
And
it
as
classed
I
as prone because it's in the grip?
Oh, it's restrained, of course.
got restrained.
So it would be an
Ooh.
advantage.
Nope. But the second one, though, On that first one, does it?
The
take
first
the
one would have been
ruffled
an
smite damage?
advantage, yeah.
Does it take the ruffled smite? I've done a D20. I got a 4.
Oh, right.
Please
Okay.
do a
Then, yeah,
wisdom save.
I've taken the Russell Smite as well. So I think it's 31 damage total.
Oh, sorry, you already did the. Yeah, you're right. And then I will swing in for the second, I hope, final strike. Shaw! And I will throw a
Nice.
level 2 rather, smite on that.
There we go.
Jesus.
That's what you needed. As
Yeah.
you stab in two-handed with the Zeiston and channel the wrath of Pogis into this thing and show it what true fire is as it dies.
Do they bleed at all?
Not really.
So like fire coming out like blood?
The fire looks like blood, but it's more like embers and they disappear fairly quickly. It's nowhere near as satisfying as
Makes
stabbing a
me
swishy
unhappy.
human meat bag.
I will let out a yelp. Aye! Yeah, that's me.
Okay, Pogeg.
Oh! So I also need to get my merciless HP. And Pogeg's going to be a little... Maybe I'll blow up again. Maybe. But maybe not. As Pogeg's going to crawl around. How injured does this fellow look?
Pretty significantly injured.
I'm going to walk over here. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to crawl onto Sogeg's back.
I mean,
And he's
Pogeg
finally
hovers,
figured it out.
so
He does.
he just levitates.
But as he levitates, he moves his 2 sandals like they're walking. He doesn't want to feel left out. As I'll sit on top of Sogeg and man the great Etheritonus as I will shoot.
Okay.
Ka-ching! Whoosh. Won't be an advantage. It shouldn't be Sogeg's either, but it will still miss.
It would still miss.
Pogeg. Sogeg looks down and
He's
Not
not
angry,
used to
more
how big
disappointed.
the Etheritonus is because it grew with you. He's
get in the Pogeg hole. As Pogeg. Normally the mastermind and the machinator is going to go in the naughty hole. The naughty pocket. That's his turn.
okay. So, can you finish it off?
Do we want to pocket?
One more lightning bolt.
Do we want to stick it in the bag?
I think because it's a minion of Theros, Gus just wants to make him smushed.
Understand.
Well, I was gonna.
Yeah.
I wanted to make a sculpture and then put the sculpture in the bag.
Also, we don't give Granny weenies. Come on.
We're making Granny
Look,
art. This is
you've
arts and crafts.
You've already sent Granny Boris. She's got plenty of weenie in there. It's fine.
Oh my!
Poor Boris.
Get out of the bear druid fucking out of here! All right. I guess he's a werebear. But yeah, no, she sent. Look, Granny's probably been lonely. Scuts has been out of the house for a while, so she sent Granny a date, and now she's, sending sculpture titled "Perforos is a weenie with friends."
So, in other words, they'll make him not alive anymore.
All right.
Make art with your best friend Scuts.
Let's see if he's very wise then. I found a spell that does damage.
My God.
Ooh.
Didn't know I had this.
God damn it, that's the first time they've passed a wisdom save as well.
Well, they still take half.
They still take half. Go ahead and ring the bell, because you never know, that might finish them off.
I'm still on ruler, so I can't select myself. There we go.
Well, well, that's useful. The skull
pretty
immediately
good,
regains all of its charges. So it can't go above 13, but it also regains any of that thought. I don't know if you've got anything else that goes off of Titan Blood charges.
Not yet.
Not yet. I thought so. Well, any bonus actions with it?
All right, yeah, the Daka.
It
Should not be an
hits. I don't give a shit. It hits.
advantage.
Because it needs to do something at some point. It also was restrained by scuds and all that, but it's close enough.
Oh, okay.
As yes, you managed to finally land a hit with the Eldritch Castafites, and down the final fire elemental goes as the dust clears, and you stand victorious over the wrath of a upset god.
Yay!
And you hear a single person clapping and cheering from atop his Phoberosian War Sphinx. What a wonderful show! I haven't seen mortals fight like that in thousands of years! This plan will go perfectly! I know what I need to do! I need to make sure you are rewarded and given the great powers of Phoberos! As you all level
Hell
up.
yeah, dude. Oh my god! Oh, Soge's gonna get on a knee and he's found his new god. I take that back. It's only a joke, Pogus.
Poor Scuts gets too small. She's gonna say, "Oh, thanks, Perforos, for sending me some awesome scrap metal," as she shovels the sculpture that she and her friends destroyed together into her shirt.
Okay.
This is the work.
Just gonna shove it straight in there. No issues.
If she has time before she shrinks, she's just gonna tie a note to it that says "Love Scuts."
Okay.
This might come back out of the pocket at some time.
More
Hopefully
that it's
still
like, oh, I
smelled it
wonder why
together.
the DM left that token there for some reason. It's fine. It's in the bag
I'm
now.
gonna cast this.
Mr.
Well, you'd be leveling up,
Burbles
which would basically give you the equivalent of a long rest.
It's never a bad time
Yeah.
to pray
But it's also
in Theros.
But it gives everyone
Pray
2d8
destiny.
plus 8. Yeah.
Pretty nice. Weird playing with a healer.
The closest we have
Shocking.
is you,
9.
Mr. Burbles, and me.
And
I
Scuts
was
is like
shockingly close to healing
life
someone that
paddles.
fight. I was
I've got
so
cool
close.
words.
6 my spell modifier, so yeah, so you get
I think, yeah,
14 hit points,
nice.
everybody in the party.
Reinvigorated.
So, let me know if you want to quickly level up now, or if you want to wait till or do it between sessions, especially if you want to do anything like with multiclassing or any respecing or anything like that. But I thought
I
it's
need
been a
to-
while since I've leveled you up, and I realised you're still only level 8.
Five.
So I'm like, let's get some points in there.
Oh,
Because
I need
that
to
was
fight
based
the
on an
urge.
iron golem, and you smushed it very quickly.
Oh,
It got slammed.
Dennis is really fun to play, so thank you.
Dennis
Well-
is cool. I really like the taunting then was huge. Like getting two of those
Yeah.
myrmidons to not attack other people was actually insane.
So as soon as I
So
saw
big.
Scuts wasn't like getting surrounded, I was
Yeah.
like, right, I better help. I better come out of hiding. I don't want to get smashed by the big guy. As soon as you threw me against him, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna get smushed. He's gonna
Oh.
absolutely batter me, and I can't save you then. So it's just like, I know what I'll do. I'm just gonna
I'm
disappear.
always
See ya.
Okay, so
Just tell Scuts not to throw you again, and she'll behave.
You can do it. It's funny because against some people, it's good.
so
one day at
or
work.
encourage it.
let's do our end of session wrap up stuff for mostly just story and loyalty points. So for story points, you all get a point of story for playing.
Yeah.
Did you overcome a great challenge using violent or non-violent means? I think you very violently overcame that challenge. So yes, everyone gets a point. Make any significant discoveries? Yeah, I'll give you a point. You discovered Dennis. That's good enough for me.
Yay.
Did you act in a way that exemplifies the ideals of your patron god? That's a yes from everyone, 100%. And then
That
the
creature
important
definitely
one,
stepped out.
did you perform an act worthy of a new epithet? Who earned an epithet this session? I'm already writing down Construct Smasher for
I'd say
Scuds.
there has to be one for Scuts. That was ridiculous.
I know exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be the she does double damage to constructs with the smashy side of the granny stick.
Perforos has been proven to be a weenus.
It'll be oh, I don't really know how I'd word an epithet about calling Perforos a wiener.
Perforos Hut Juniors.
Perforos is wiener smasher. There you go.
Smasher. I think Dennis needs one for like just the magnitude of sheer chaos that he brought. Like that's Pogeg levels of
Truly a menace.
chaos.
I am very, very impressed by the use of banishment on yourself. That
was actually sick.
That was fun. That was inspired.
It was the main reason why I took it, because if I ever got in serious trouble while playing pranks, I could just banish and hopefully they fuck off in the time I come back.
They'll forget in a minute.
It was like either they banish or I banish, and I was like, it probably works on me better because I'll just refuse to stop it. So it's bye-bye.
You just sit there for a minute, hope they go away. Pop back in, oh shit, they're still here, casting again.
Or cast greater invisibility and try and walk away. It's like, oh.
I'll just call it
Awesome.
the prankster. So you'd get an
Yes.
additional story point, Dennis, which is the same. So you know we've got the piety points where you get the stuff from the. It's another one of those.
Okay.
And I'll also for next session give you the prankster epithet, which so you can switch. You can only have a certain number of epithets active at any time. So
3, isn't it, for me?
For you, it's 3 at the moment. And you can swap them out on a long rest.
Sure.
Does anyone else feel like they've earned one? We've got Scuds being the Perforos' Wiener Smasher.
I think the rat did really well. I mean, it kind of passed the perception test. Like for a rat passing a perception test must be pretty good. Seemed like everyone else like
it was, and
the fact that everyone in the party failed it.
Ooh, Nadrin's use of the spell defensively so that it would stack and do the backsplash was really good too, because it did the cold damage.
Yeah. So I'll give Zulk Survival Instinct, and for Nadrin, just put reactive, I think.
I think so, Geg, right? Because I almost healed someone. So there should be an epithet that I get the kudos for healing someone even when I don't. I was forced to acknowledge that I almost healed you.
Honestly,
almost.
I almost want to give you a cursed epithet on using Wrathful Smite for anything other than turning yourself red.
That unironically might be the first time. I always just waste them. But not waste, because turning red's badass. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
It looks cool.
I pretty much give away I give away so much of my health to save someone because I was like, please don't kill me. It was such a gamble.
That's the thing. It is a very gamble spell. You could very easily have killed yourself by accident with it.
I know I could have, and there's probably no one in the party who can actually get me up, except for myself. So I was like,
we do have small bits of healing between us.
I've got I can do a juicy lay on hands, but
I can, as long as I get to you, As long as I get to you within a minute of you dying, I can bring you back, no problem. So.
Okay. So let's
I
quickly
now
do
know
the.
the
You made Sogeg make fart sounds. Scuts would not have let you die.
You made him think he shit himself. You have been welcomed.
It was
Initiation,
brilliant.
right?
Right, let's do the loyalty points for Neil, Pogeg, and Mr. Burbles. You get a point of loyalty for playing. Did you fight together as one? I think all the companions got involved in the fight, so they get a point for that. Did you sacrifice something for their good? Not really. Did
No.
any of the companions perform incredible actions? I think Pogeg specifically drinking the souls of fire elementals was really cool.
I love that
I
ability.
will give a
It's
point
very
to
cool.
Pogeg specifically for that one.
Being hardcore, he's like the edgy one now.
Can I advocate for a cursed epithet for Mr. Burbles? Because he is so lazy. Can we like half his movement speed or something?
I will
Sounds
do
make him
this.
more lazy.
Yeah. I was just going to put the lazy for Mr. Burbles, yeah, as a cursed epithet.
He's got to find some motivation. Get Mr. Burbles some snacks.
It's either a case of if he's not prone, his movement speed is halved.
That's funny.
Wait, but
that.
cast grease.
Oh,
So just standing up from prone still takes half your movement speed, so you're always going to have half your movement speed. But it just prefers being prone.
better way of life.
Well, with that, we'll do any of the further level up stuff again if anyone wants to multi-class or respec anything. This is a good chance to do so, but we'll do it between sessions. Thanks everyone for playing. Thank you everyone for watching, whether you watched us live on Scuds' Twitch channel or over on the Satyr Atlas YouTube channel. It has been a while, but we're glad to get back into the unbridled Theros Chaos. Scuds, if there's more you'd like to fill out, because it's been a while and I don't remember how we usually end these things.
Yeah, it's a strange and wild ride, right? Well, I threw some links over in the side. If you want to follow me over on Twitter, you can catch some go live notifications and updates, like when we took a little hiatus. And if you want to catch up on the previous shenanigans, there's a link to Atlas's YouTube channel, which has all our previous VODs. Yeah, that's it. Same chaos. We're back to the regular. We've got a brand new player. So thank you, Dennis the Menace. We appreciate you joining the Chaos Gremlins. This was a fantastic start, and I think he'll fit in super well. So I'm excited for next week. Same time, Thursday, 11:30 Pacific time, to 2:30 p.m. And what's it for you?
It's usually
tea-drinking
7:30
Brits over
p.m.
there?
GMT till about just about after 10:30.
Go have some tea.
Take
Take care. Have a good one. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. See ya. It's been
Bye.
fantastic. Thanks.